Welcome to episode 5 of Cloudy Party Tea Time. Oops. Oh well. My bad. First epic fail in a week. It's episode 5. Can you believe it, peoples? Yay!
We've actually made it this far. Go us.
Yes. And just so you guys know, we are going to have such a good time in the next coming few months. We're going to do something like, there's a new project we're going to do for nostalgia, as in nostalgic TV shows, which I started watching recently. Portal, yay! And we're going to do the Disney Explosion in next week. Our special guest isn't online today. And we're starting a little bit late because our dear I was at school.
Yeah, it's just the life of a college student. My sincerest apologies.
Oh, it's fine. I know how it is, too.
College is evil.
Not that evil. We condone you guys getting an education, furthering it.
If
you guys go for it.
we condone you getting an education if you can afford it.
Scholarships, bitches.
Well, that is.
Scholar?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the grades are no joke in college. Do it. Study your ass off.
Trust me, otherwise it
Stay
will...
up all night.
Well, don't stay up all night necessarily. Like, definitely spread out your studying over time.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, cramming just does not work.
That is
well, in my
advisable.
opinion.
Believe me, I've done it. Pulled all-nighters. I crashed so hard in a class once. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You and me both. But also,
And...
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, for any future filmmakers out there, definitely make sure that you get a reliable crew, because otherwise you will be screwed. And do not leave things to the last minute, because editing is a bitch.
This also goes for future animators and anyone that has to work in any sort of group. I have been screwed over by group work so many times, you just end up doing it by your damn self.
Yeah.
You and me both.
Seriously. Anyway, where were we?
And in case many of you guys have been following me and Sam, the art thief, she's still around. We cannot get rid of her. DA won't do jack. We've tried.
Aw, fuck. Really?
Yes, and the chick is still going strong. So, you know, her and her team stole stuff from us. So me and Sam are going to try our best to continue our story, because honestly, who would want to read a boring shoujo-y stuff? We are hitting the nitty-gritty with ours. So, you know, people, if you have an art thief in your midst on DA, don't rely on them. They just ignore it or go, oh, we can't do enough. We cannot do enough because we don't have enough evidence. And yet, if you do present them with enough evidence, they still ignore it, because in the end, the people at DA get a paycheck, basically. A paycheck, and they can let things wreak havoc and stuff.
Wow, that's bullshit.
So, in the words of the Crypt Keeper, this is some old bullshit.
Yeah. Just, wow.
Mm-hmm. So, tonight's topic, well, they're going to be random all over the place.
Yay!
Because I didn't come home today until...
Late at night.
6 p.m. No, not late at night. Trust me. If I came home at late at night, you would know. But 6 p.m. I forgot that today was Monday until I got to class.
Wow.
So, you know, saw the calendar. I was like, oh, my God, it's Monday. And I was like, oh, God, the podcast. I tried to type it during class. I tried. But I had to look up. I'm like, oh, crap, I got to take notes. So, yeah, we're all over the place. We're flying without a schedule tonight.
Oh, this is so fortunate for you guys.
I'll type it. I'll type out what happened during the schedule for the podcast. But other than that, you guys, yeah, we're flying solo. Oh, and we have a shiny new YouTube channel too. Yes. Yes, we do. Shiny new YouTube channel. Our podcasts are going live on YouTube. I have to edit the videos from the previous ones, but they'll be prettied up with pictures, and we have a new theme song since YouTube has that stupid copy law brown thingy. So we have to cut out our cute little theme. But we got a techno bouncy kind of theme now for our new opening. and we won't be able to play music as often, but we're going to take breaks, and, you know, I'm going to actually ask one of my friends if he could do, like, mock commercials for Blacksmith Tony's. If it ain't Blacksmith Tony's, forget about it.
Oh, God.
That's awesome. Well,
So,
you know, Pi, if you want me to, I can compose some music for us.
oh my God, would you do that for me?
Yeah, sure thing.
Oh, yay! That's happy.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to.
Yay!
I'm seriously starting to
It's
think you're
amazing.
like the epitome of a Care Bear.
What are you talking
What do you
about?
mean?
Just so happy and bouncy.
If I'm not happy and bouncy, you can ask all the girls in the Maidens in Music Room 3. They have seen my fury. I would be jumping on the roof right now, swinging a baseball bat while screaming revenge.
Yeah, I kind of
But I haven't
remember
gotten
that vaguely.
And I still want to kick our thieves into the sun. So, yeah.
Well, isn't that everyone?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but I want to make sure they hit low Earth orbit first, circle around the globe for a couple of minutes, and then fly straight into the sun after getting hit by a rocket.
You're more likely to get like asteroid or debris. So,
Oh, an asteroid. Debris. Yay.
indeed.
And then they'll get haunted by Mr. Spock.
Well, I would have gone for Ghost Nappa, but okay.
Oh, Ghost Nappa. Oh, yeah, the car. Ghost Nappa.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's great that I got candy.
Well, thank you. I really needed that.
I needed to know that, and I'm not even hyper on candy. I'm just naturally hyper.
No. I mean, like, I definitely... It's probably a good thing that we're doing the podcast today, to be honest, because I was telling the girls earlier, today has been kind of shitty for me.
We hug you because it's horrible.
Thank you. Yeah, basically, fuck parking tickets. Like, seriously, I need to just learn to actually pay attention when I'm buying these damn things to make sure I'm getting year-round ones instead of semester-only ones. Yeah, so there's $50 down the drain, and then, or 70 actually, with the parking ticket. And then, of course...
It could have been worse. It could have been like over 900.
Oh God, yeah. It's over 9,000!
Oh God. At least it's not as bad as here in Michigan.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
You get a parking ticket and your license gets suspended.
Oh shit.
My mom told me about it.
Or you could have just had a New Yorker copper.
This is true.
Yeah, they're migrating south. It's kind of... You don't know how things work down here, do you, sweetie? You don't.
Well, then again, here the cops do run if you scream police brutality.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Then again, the cops come if you scream a bunch of random stuff anyway.
Nice.
But yeah, they run.
Yeah. So, first thing I was thinking about is obvious. You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say.
Oh, you mean the Stellar Moon thing?
Yes. I mean, come on, we don't really have any real schedule. We can make, and besides, why not? Besides, the current conversation that's going on with someone's blog at the moment is actually kind of fascinating. I have to point it out. It's hilarious. No, they're talking about Neo Queen Serenity and how cold she seems to be towards Chibayusha in the Stars manga. And how she's basically telling Chibayusha, no, you can't go to help Sailor Moon and them because your training's finished and all that. But, you know, the weird thing about it is they raise a good opinion because one of them thinks that New Queen Serenity and Usagi couldn't be the same person because they act really too differently. And I thought about it, I'm like, you know, they kind of do. Because think about all the imagery and the things you have read, even in the crappy fan translations. I'm still a little sore about that. Just a little.
There.
I know. Let me put it this way. if you find it online, to be honest, your best bet is to stick with old Tokyo Pop and Mix and Smile. They're closer to the actual translation than a lot of fan translations, to be honest.
This is true.
It is. I had to compare between Kodash's version and my own version from like ages ago when I was like in middle school and got my first Sailor Moon copy. My copy of Sailor Moon. Aww. But yeah, they're basically closer, to be honest. Maybe different word usage, tone downage, but same thing. Tomato, tomato. But anyway, she was going on about how Queen Serenity seemed to be a bit of a bitch, to put it lightly. And I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? Strawman has a point. Well, not Strawman, but she has a point, because a lot of the times when we see Queen Serenity, even for a brief moment, she doesn't really act like Usagi. Or, let me put it this way. She acts like someone who's always stiff, even in front of her own daughter a lot of the times, too. So it's kind of like...
pretty much.
Indeed. So it's kind of like, who the fuck are you? So I have a theory. Yes, it's time for my little theory.
Vampy's theory corner.
Yeah, I should just have one segment dedicated to just those. But,
honestly,
yes, you should.
Hey, I enjoy it, so go for it.
Okay. 1 second. Tic Tacs are unbelievably delicious. So are Twix.
Do, 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 do.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
No, it's fine. It's hilarious, actually. So, my theory is, by the time we get to see Queen Serenity in the future, she's over 900 years old. I have a feeling she's dropped a few of her Usagi habits by then. She's probably like, well, let's see. Let's do the math for the manga, because that's the one we're talking about. She had Chibiusha at the age of 22. She married Mamoru at the age of 21. The October. So, she's like 922 years old, but in the scene that I'm talking about, she's probably 924, because Chibiusha's birthday happened in the manga in one of the supplemental things where it says she's 902. So I think at this point in time, Neo Queen Serenity is pretty much past the whole teenager girl thing with the whole I'm cheerful, a lot of love thing, and because of the weight of her title and how everyone refers to her a lot of the times, I suspect that she and the Guardians and Indie Men had to mature super quick fast. Like, a lot of us, when we're like 21, 20, early 20s, mid 20s, some of us even are late. We're silly as fuck. We are.
That's right.
I mean, think about how a lot of us act when we are not like in a position of leadership or the whole world is rested on your shoulders. And even then, a lot of us don't act the way she does. And I had the feeling that because she's been at this for so long and she's probably dealing with the unforeseen consequences of what happened with the Black Moon attack, she's probably not going to be as nice. I'm just being for real on that one, but anyone else's thoughts? Why isn't Usagi nice anymore?
Yeah, I mean, that does make a lot of sense, that basically she would have had to essentially change her personality as she stepped into power and had to deal with all this just bullshit. But, I don't know. This may just be my own personal experience speaking here, but with people who I've grown up with and even just stories that I've heard from my parents, even if you did end up in like a major leadership position and you did have to become more regal, more serene, basically less bubbly and outgoing, there still would be that fragment of your personality there, though. You don't see any of that in Neo Queen Serenity, so it kind of makes me wonder, does she just basically go through one massive blue screen of death? Because she kind of went through a lot of bullshit, so I could excuse that.
Oh my gosh.
But it's just still like, okay, I kind of would like to see some detail here. Or just, like, I would love to see some supplementary stuff that basically showed what happened maybe during, like, the first, like, maybe even first couple of decades of Crystal Tokyo, and just kind of seeing how she progressed as a character through that. But that's just me.
Ty?
Yeah? What's up?
Any thoughts?
Honestly? The blue screen of death thing had me laughing. I can't help that. I mean, after a millennia or so of fighting, I think she just had a meltdown during a battle and just lost it. She just went on this insane killing spree.
I would think that would be the Black Moon, yes.
Yeah.
I think she just went on an insane killing spree. I'm telling you, she just took off her royal garb, put her Senshi uniform back on, walked out, all gangsta, out of the Crystal Palace with her wand drawn. The other said she tried to stop her. That's why, the other said she tried to stop her. She just walked to the Black Moon's castle door or whatever, banged on it a couple of times, told him to come out, and she annihilated him immediately. She annihilated him. The first wave. That's why they started going after her. She went all gangsta with her moon wand and just snapped. It's like she got real sick of it. Like, wouldn't you get sick of every single day you have to fight something? Would it do?
It
you
depends.
have to put on your...
It depends on how frequent the attacks are. As far as we know, Crystal Tokyo doesn't get attacked often. And when it does, it only happens every couple of centuries or so. So there's a nice long gap between these attacks. And the only attack we've heard of is the Black Moon. We don't hear about nobody else. And the last mentionings we get of all this is during Stars. And during Stars, no one's actually attacking the capital or anyone. It's just them themselves that are being attacked in the past, and they're each passing out. So, honestly, she kinda got no good reason. Because, for one, in the comic, Diana tells us that Neo Queen Serenity never leaves the palace. Like, ever. Never, ever. Ever, 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 ever. So, it's kind of like, why is she basically being a bit frigid to the other thing? But it also makes me wonder if this has to do with the crystal.
I've been wondering about that, honestly. Like, that would make it really interesting.
Well, remember when I said that Chibiusa was a really weird child? And it's really weird and interesting that she's considered half Earth and half Silver Millennium child. However, both her parents were born on Earth and both have biologically Earth bodies, Earth human bodies. So, and the theory that I had working was that the Silver Crystal basically changes, like, the more power these guys use, the more their powers try to change them physically. Like, the whole scene in, I think, which book was it? In my old Tokyo Pop Smile Mix comic books, it was number 3, either 3 or 2, where, yeah, it was 3, I think. Yeah, I believe it was number 3, where, Usagi awakens, where Sailor Moon awakens as Princess Serenity, and later on in the book, you realize that her hair has grown longer, because of the awakening, and she muses for a bit that her body is changing. Why would her body be changing if she is indeed just an Earth girl who just happens to have the spirit of a princess from the moon?
She pulled a Yu-Gi-Oh and got magical puberty.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, too bad Yu-Gi-Oh couldn't get his hand to go along with that.
Wait a minute, what? Huh?
We're not gonna...
Okay.
But here's the thing. Well, here's the thing of what I was trying to connect with Yu-Gi-Oh. When Yu-Gi-Oh becomes Yami, only his personality changes and how he stands. He himself didn't grow. He's actually probably the same height he's always been. The only difference is how he stands and how his posture is. If he physically changed, he would have gotten a darker skin color because he is summoning Yami, who is himself in the past life. What we see with Princess Serenity here is Princess Serenity from the past life is physically changing her current incarnation as this teenage girl. So, the theory is that maybe the crystal is doing more to Usagi and her personality as the more she gets older and more accustomed with the crystal.
That sucks.
Good point. That would be really interesting, actually.
Well, that's just my guess on that one. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, well, she does act more quote-unquote regal and, you know, I'm up on a pedestal.
And not as much of a crybaby.
Well, the crybaby thing isn't really, it's not really, I mean, you grow out of that too, so it's kind of like a give or take. The thing I think she's lacking is the compassion part. Girlfriend ain't as compassionate as she used to be.
In short, the Crystal Tokyo Molly.
Oh, God. What have I done? Oh, man. But, yeah. Yeah, that's my take on that one.
Hey, it's good.
Hey, while we're still on the subject of Sailor Moon, guess what I get to rant about?
Oh, no.
Yes. Why Mamoru should have gone with Fisheye. I'm joking.
Okay, we're going to leave that alone. We are going to leave that alone. Okay, we're going to leave that alone.
Yeah.
We don't need to spawn new fan shippings, okay?
Well, that's not
or hate mail.
Well, come on. We've said a lot of really weird and sometimes problematic stuff already. I don't think that's going to really get a lot of hate.
She really don't know how powerful the Sailor Moon community can be if we mess with it.
Oh, it's easy. All I have to do is say is a molester, whatever. I don't really care. I actually don't care.
Well, why I do like Seiya, the only reason is in Stars when he did that when he was all drumming to get his stress out. It was like, oh my God, I want to hold up a lighter for that.
Well, here's the thing. Seiya is kind of interesting because Seiya, like Chibayusha, like Mamoru, are all going to be one of those controversial topics you talk about in the Sailor Moon community that are going to spark wars that will go on for years.
It's true.
Seriously, I just saw one not too long ago, and it was like, oh my God, you guys go on forever. It's been 20 fucking years, guys.
How bad?
Oh, man. Because every something odd years, there's a war. And whether the war is over who Sailor Cosmos really is, or who Usagi should have ended up with, or how much you want Chibiusha to die.
Hey, as they say in every other community, because it's as bad as it is in the Super Sentai community, Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, I generally eat popcorn when these wars break out because it's so stupid. Because what?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could debate about how dubious Seiya is towards Usagi during her really emotional moment in the anime as well as in the manga. Because some people speculate that Seiya kissed Usagi at some point, even though she knew that Mamoru was dead. And I'm kind of like, not really. I think she probably kissed her cheek, but okay.
Well, Seiya just leaned forward because she need him in the balls.
Well, Seiya doesn't have any balls, so I don't know.
Male type Seiya does.
We don't know.
Just saying.
I'm just saying, anime doesn't actually make it a point for us to know if Seiya's genitals are male or female. It could be either one or neither.
Yeah.
I remember in Japan, well, then again, they probably would have had his happy little wang swinging as he transformed. Well, I'm glad they did it.
Yeah, I'm with the Vampy on this one. It's just kind of like, I don't know. Personally, I really don't care.
Yeah, I really don't care, though I used to when I was a child. Child equals teenager in my vocabulary. Why is this? But no, when I was a teenager, I used to be upset every time everyone would go, but Seiya's the male only. I'm like, who says? It's not in the book. It doesn't. Seiya's female. Clitoris.
Oh, don't even get me started. Sargento uterus.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That was a silly attack, but at the same time, what did you think was gonna happen?
But his attack,
Taki's attacks are big.
Yaten.
No, it's Taki.
Oh, Taiki's attack when he fought the monster that threw sweat. It was horrible.
Well, quite honestly, I'm not bothered by that because Taki's basically her Senshi name is Sailor Star Maker, as in creation, as in where do you think babies come from? What did you think would happen?
See, you're gonna make me revive this meme now that I used to do with my friends.
Oh God, please don't.
Fandub Taiki's attack. We've done it.
Please bring that back.
Funny.
Don't bring it back. It's so embarrassing.
Oh, why not? Just so a bunch of our listeners can fan up Sargento uterus. It's just funny.
I don't know. I mean, what other attack name would you give? Sargento creation maker?
That was actually in the manga, creator.
Not really.
Are you sure it was in the manga? Well, the old manga.
Was
what manga you been reading?
Sweetheart, my books are so old.
No, I mean in the old ones.
Tokyo Pop.
Not in the new ones.
It's actually Tokyo Pop.
Yeah, Tokyo Pop changed it.
I don't think so. But I actually have to look. Let's see, Sensitive Inferno. Let's see, Galactic Crunch. Yeah, this is going to take a while because I have my books, but they're like scattered all over the place. This is what happens. Let's see, Star Maker, Star Healer, Star Fire, Star... Yeah, you're right. It's kind of bad.
Told you.
Star Gentle Creator.
Told you.
Well, when you think about it, that's not actually a bad change. It could have been worse.
Knowing Japan, it could have been much worse.
Star Gentle Ovaries. Star Gentle Fallopian.
Remember, they sold the Sailor Moon manga in America for kids.
Yeah, that is true. But
and a lot of stuff got past the censor.
I know, right?
A lot of stuff got past adults. It's kind of sad. Put it this way, I bought Yellow Card for my friend.
Nice.
Yeah. I know what I'm talking about. Yellow Card.
I don't want to know.
Yellow Card is a yaoi.
Oh,
Graphic
okay.
yaoi.
Oh my God, why?
Because my grandmother's cool like that.
Gary.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm actually reading the scene where Chibiushi comes back home, and apparently she's just gotten there or something like that, and they're all like, "Welcome back. What's up? Chilling. Like something's happened in the past, please, Serenity." Really? Yeah. Can I go back in the past, Mom? No. I returned the keys to Pluto. No. No. You can't go back. But Mom! No.
Oh my god.
But I want to go back, Mom. I want to help. What about Sailor Moon and everyone? No.
And don't she, you know what? Something about that bugs me.
What about it bugs you?
The fact that don't she know if she kicked a bucket in the past, everything gonna cease to exist?
Actually, it's because she thinks that Sailor Moon can handle it herself. At this point in time, Queen Serenity is at that moment in time where she doesn't get the update of knowing whether or not her past self has actually been victorious or not. So at the moment, it's being written, so she's sort of not getting it at the moment. So as far as...
And that's why we have the Princess Tokyo modelings now.
Well, we can also say that she's also in kind of a alternate timeline, where her timeline is dependent on Sailor Moon actually succeeding, because the Galaxy Cauldron, in my theories, is actually outside of time and space. Therefore, if it gets screwed up, the rest of us are fucked.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happens.
Oh, poor Sailor Senshi, they're cannon fodder for so long.
They really are.
Even Venus, if she was the original leader, what the heck?
Yeah, no, Venus kind of gets screwed over the most, in my opinion.
Yeah, she does. According to my character analysis of Venus, her life, even in the anime, is kind of fucked.
Yeah.
I guess, I'm guessing in the future, one day during just a conversation, when they were going to get ready to go out to battle, she was like, Sailor Mars, you'll attack first because you're able to burn them to death. Mercury, you'll go next because you can analyze them. Jupiter, you'll go next because you'll be able to electrocute them. Venus, you have the hard part. You go on the front lines and attack. And I think Venus, after a couple of thousand years, I really honestly think Venus probably just said, screw you! What you gotta do? You always do this to me. What? You want me to bend over and let you lube up your moonlight and stick it up there? Screw you. Screw you all. I'm out.
Oh, that's cute.
Mind you, I play a ghetto Venus in fan dubs.
Oh,
so yeah.
My God.
But when you think about it, they do get the shaft a lot. Like, come on. Nobody has anything happy except for Moon. Venus, basically, her entire backstory is basically really, really terrible. It's like, she starts out as the only one that has a happy family, great friends, she's athletic, she's kind of light, and then it goes to shit.
Yeah.
Because...
In short, years.
Because in Sailor V, codename Sailor V.
Yeah.
Spoilers if you haven't watched that or read it.
Or if you haven't read it. Well, someone's making an anime version of it, so.
I kind of wish the OVA would
project.
actually come out so well.
It's a fan project, so it's actually well made. They actually animated it.
I've seen parts of it. Looks kind of nice. But basically, for Venus, she falls in love with this actor who plays Kaito Ace on TV, but he doubles as Kaito Ace, kind of like Tuxedo Cayman does. And then she has this other little short love affair with this guy who looks like Klunzite. He may be Klunzite, actually. And that actually goes nowhere, even though she has like a serious crush on him. And it just goes to hell in a handbasket once she realizes that the guy she's crushing on or fell in love with is actually a member of the Dark Kingdom. And not only is he a member of the Dark Kingdom, he was once, in his past life, part of her planet colony.
So in short, she got shafted, a.k.a. she finally snapped in the future.
Well, yeah, she got shafted because the guy was actually in love with her from afar, but she had feelings for Klunzite in the manga. The only other relationship besides Sailor Moon's that was actually established. Everyone else is kind of like, I was going to go there, but no.
Poor Venus. And she my favorite too. Poor thing.
Yeah. She gets the shaft a lot.
Yeah.
Not a good.
Sailor Moon, you should be ashamed of yourself. She should.
Well, I'm also kind of okay and happy by the fact that none of the Sailor Senshi got with any of the Chiteno or with.
Yeah, I do agree with that. That was kind of came out of left field.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with it also because it's like, why would you do it? I mean, it's too neat. It doesn't actually give wiggle room if you really want to pretend they get with someone else or anything. And not to mention, it's kind of, not good storytelling.
I'll stick to my fan pairing for Venus, thank you very much.
Is that Ray and Minako?
No.
Well, that's one of mine.
I ship Venus with Umino. Don't ask why it happened. You can blame one of these old fan fiction writers who actually made it work.
Well,
okay, then.
I've read a Seiya and Umino one. That actually kind of worked.
That's sick and wrong, man. Sick and
It
wrong.
actually worked because Seiya was female, for one.
Okay, that's better.
Wow. Okay. And,
Okay,
yeah, I know. But,
No, I say it scares me.
But, quite honestly, I don't know. Where did we get to shipping? Good God.
Told you no schedule. No schedule means no boundaries, no rules. Too late. I mean, I was about to go with my crazy rant, but yeah.
You're always crazy. What are we talking about here?
Hey, I'm not crazy. I'm 90% normal. No, wait, no, 99% normal. The 1% is crazy.
I'd rather eat a Twix.
Aww. But yeah.
Whatever you say, love. Whatever you say.
I feel terrible. The Sailor Moon fandom is cool because we get to get away with a lot of stuff if it works.
But sometimes the Sailor Moon fandom is kind of no.
Yeah, like this. I heard about some recent war against this fan subbing group. I don't know who they are. It's just weird. They're fighting over fan subbing.
Wait a minute. Who's fighting over who?
Okay. From what I heard about it via Tumblr. I'm still, even though I'm not that much into Sailor Moon fandom as I used to be, I still stay in the loop.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this group, fan dubbing group. I forgot their name. They're dangerous, and I don't want to. If I do remember their name, I'm not saying it because they can go after us, and I don't feel like dealing with no crazy people. But yeah, the fan dubbing group then just lost their beloved mind, from what I heard, and there was a whole big explosion of a war on a forum, and it was over some really stupid stuff.
Like,
and okay, a little history. This fan subbing group goes after other fan subbing groups that fan sub the Sailor Moon manga, anime, musicals, what have you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, some people found out that that they think the girl who's doing the fan subbing, actually faked her Japanese certification thing, so she knows Japanese and stuff. And then, the girl also did this one thing claiming that she was going to do fan subbing and fan translation and what have you for Funimation. But Funimation, the actual company, called her out with that.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
And then she turned around and attacked this old dude who's in the Sailor Moon fandom, 60-year-old dude. But I don't condone this, but I'm actually glad she did, because it still would steal people's art and wouldn't remove it when they asked.
Yeah.
So, that's Then she went on. Then the girl attacked. Oh my God, I love this manga, but these other girls. This girl, she kept claiming that, oh, we're the best fan dubbing group on fan subbing group online. Blah 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 blah. Basically, she caused a lot of unnecessary drama in the fan subbing community.
Mm.
Basically, she cray. She cray.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't actually keep up with a lot of the stuff, but some of it I do. But well, that's new for me. New to me.
Tumblr is a gold mine of entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something else that Sailor Moon fandom is. It is a gold mine of entertainment when you want it.
Yeah.
I pray to God that the Kamen Rider fandom never ever gets that bad. I will die.
It probably is, and you're just not in that particular circle.
No, actually, in the Kamen Rider fandom, everybody is buddy, basically.
Mm.
The only biggest ever big Kamen Rider fight we ever had in the fandom, which is freaking hilarious. It was over something stupid, but it was over, what was it? It was for some new series that was coming to America. People got mad, and I don't blame them. Power Rider, what the heck? And
Well,
and that was the big war.
Power Rider, Power Rangers, tomato.
Sweetie, have you heard of Masked Rider from the 90s?
Yeah.
It was that bad that Shotaro Ishimori, the creator of Kamen Rider, pulled it from America and actually banned it from coming to America.
Wow.
Okay.
Even saying it causes you to cough.
Okay, coming to American shore. Yeah, that's how bad it was. That's how bad it is. If I can't even say it.
Okay.
Yeah. It was bad. It was bad.
Get some water. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm fine. But yeah, basically, long story short, it's stuck Machi Ball.
Okay. But still. I love my fandom, but sometimes my fandom makes me want to bitch slap it.
It's just, I don't know. In every fandom, we have crazy people.
Yeah, this is true.
No matter where you go. In the Hatalia fandom, insane people. The Oran fandom, it's crazy people too. I'm one of the crazy people, but I'm not that cray-cray, but yeah.
Honestly, I've seen some crazy folk in fandom that have just turned me off to that show or thing entirely because people.
Then the Sonic fans.
We don't talk about the Sonic fans, do we?
Exactly. No, we don't. I'd rather not get bum rushed by a bunch of Hedgehog fans.
I don't know.
The Chinchibyo fandom is dead.
Yeah.
I don't really know because I'd rather be attacked by Sonic fans than bronies.
Oh yeah, bronies. Even though I'm friends with one, and yeah, not great. Bronies, they're crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, every fandom.
It's like
yeah.
like Furby.
Oh God.
Oh no. Furbies are made of evil, pure evil.
I still have mine from when they first came out when I was just a kid.
Hey, does it come to life at night?
It used to, even with the batteries removed.
See? Solid evidence.
Don't ask. I don't even know myself.
Solid evidence. It's American made, so yeah. That's nightmare fuel.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, literally, because oh my God, back in my old house, not even at this house. I used to have them in this cabinet that was next to my bed, and like I just kind of left them there because I'm like, oh well, that's where like all of my toys from when I was a kid was. One night, literally middle of the night, both of them turn on and start talking. And I wake up, I'm like, what the hell? So I go over, I'm trying to turn them off. They're off. I look, the batteries are out. They're still talking away. I'm like, okay.
My little Furby, you are that piece of shit.
I'd rather be locked in a room with, what is his name? The dude from, Saw.
Oh, Jigsaw?
Yeah, I'd rather be locked in a room with Jigsaw than than a Furby, okay?
I don't know.
No, I take that back. Jigsaw, Chucky,
We will not speak.
Jason Voorhees.
Carrie.
No, that bitch could stay away.
Hey, I just dealt with Carrie.
Freddy
At
Krueger.
least with Carrie, you could have talked her into killing everyone else.
Yeah, basically.
No, that's rude. You don't go around killing somebody.
They dump pig's blood all over her. They tormented her.
Well, yeah, but not talk. I know that, but not talking her into killing someone. That's rude.
Not really. You just tell them they are Satan's unholy minions that have killed many innocent people, and even a pregnant lady.
And there you go.
That is impolite to lie.
It's not a lie. A pregnant lady died in Saw.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't a lie.
Yeah. Ooh, Pokemon.
What about it?
New Pokemon.
Oh.
No, I don't want to catch them all.
Okay, I have Pokemon X. I've got X. I literally have not. No, wait, no, I got Y. I literally have not had time to get past the first gym.
You poor thing.
Oh, it's life kind of got in the way, and then I've been working on like a bajillion other projects.
What's this dude, and why are you sending me shit?
What?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at something else, and some random person sent me like a video, and I'm like, hey, yeah, no. I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like, some random motherfucker just sends you shit, and you're just like, I don't even know you, and if I did, it's been years. We haven't talked. Ever. Not even one conversation. Who are you?
Welcome to film school.
Ah, the power of water. So, what else should we talk about?
Well, I mean, I guess we could talk about Pokemon.
I haven't been catching up with it, though.
I know, like, I think I stopped watching after the Johto seasons. Yeah, I did. I stopped watching after the Johto seasons, because then, I have Pokemon Sapphire kind of floating around somewhere. I never played it, so then when I got Diamond and Pearl, I'm going like, what is this? Is this new? Okay, no, it's old. What is this? It's just rather hilarious, but seriously, they need to bring Misty back, please, for the love of God. Because she was the only companion, like, in my opinion, she was the only female companion character who actually was interesting.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked the one I saw in Black and White. I kind of liked her, but
Iris?
Misty, yes. Actually,
Iris was interesting, but she's more of like just a little kid.
Are little kids, for God's sakes.
I know, but she's even younger than the others.
Well, Ash is supposed to be 20-something. So.
At this rate, I know, right?
Like, Ash, jailbait, what are you doing?
Jailbait, huh?
It's because the joke is Ash is so old now that he should be older than any of his girl companions. Because they're younger than him. Literally.
You know what? I realized it.
What?
Ash might be a Time Lord. I mean, think about it. He has different companions every series.
Honestly, I was waiting for you to make that joke, because I was going to make it myself, but I wanted you to beat me to it.
Yeah, every series. The only thing that's missing is a sonic screwdriver.
Pokeball.
He did wear a bow tie in one episode.
Pokeballs.
Oh, the Pokeball, sonic screwdriver.
Pokeballs are bigger on the inside.
Yep.
Too bad Ash's Pokeballs haven't dropped.
No, his Pokeballs just expanded, but they didn't really drop. Oh God, this is terrible.
It's true though.
Well, at least he didn't sleep with anyone. He would have called them all.
I You know what? You know
No,
what?
there's-
I gotta admit, Team Rocket, James, and Jesse are still hands down my favorite. I don't give a shit what anyone else says.
Oh God, except I hate James. Like, I hate both of their new voice actors. Seriously.
Yeah, but when you figured that you couldn't get the old ones,
Yeah, I know, but like James just sounds like James used to like just sound like funny dumb. Now he just sounds dumb.
yeah, but I kind of like
What?
the level.
No, I loved his original voice. I loved his original
I
voice.
love the voices. I love the original voices too. But the more I think about it, the more I kind of was like, okay, I can deal with this. Because my trade-off is I can deal with dumbass voices as long as the character's smart. This is something Sailor Moon didn't do.
What are you talking about? Which character was dumb?
The main one.
She was not that dumb.
I'm sorry, but Usagi took a level of downward spiral in intelligence after she got a new voice actress.
Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, her voice actress. Oh my God, what were they doing?
She sounded like she had a cold.
Perpetually.
That's what. You know what? Everybody in the fandom actually did say that.
Seriously, it's kind of like, you sound like you have a cold, Missy. Why?
Yeah.
But then her new voice actress tried to imitate the original voice actress and what have you. Lo and behold, we have that abomination.
Yeah. It got better when she stopped trying.
No, it didn't. It got worse. And then throwing all that slang they threw in, oh my gosh, it was horrible.
Or just the sheer made up words.
Yeah.
I know I make up words, but I try to make up words that, like, come from other words that existed, referencing to it. But no.
And then using words, using slang from the 80s.
Well, 90s. Considering they are still in the 90s, it actually works.
No, then they threw in something from the new millennium, too.
Yeah, that's the problem. When they start throwing in things from the new millennium, like 2000s era, when the show itself should have been, like, 1996.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, Cloverway, they were stupid. They should have gave it to Ocean Group. Ocean Group do a good job. I mean, Dragon Ball Z, you didn't hear, would you guys rather hear Goku saying, off the top of my head, no, if they did it now, if Cloverway had it, they went bankrupt, but if Cloverway had Dragon Ball Z, in this time, would you guys actually want to punch a puppy or throw your TV out the window if you heard Goku use swag?
My TV out the window.
Yeah.
I would never.
After I stopped
Okay.
laughing.
Yeah, I mean, it only works if that's a joke. If that's the joke, not used as an actual thing they say.
Exactly, like in one episode of Dragon Ball Z, Goku was trying to get King Kai to laugh, and he said he sold his car for gas money.
God, that is more relevant now.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, they actually did put it in the Funimation dub when they redid it. They kept the joke in because it was that funny.
It's relevant.
Mm-hmm. And mind you, Goku said it all happy-like, so yeah.
Goku's kind of stupid, so we let him get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. But it's Goku. Goku's awesome.
Basically.
Goku is a demigod. He can't
Actually,
die.
Goku
Well, he
is
can,
a
but
god.
come back.
All the fucking time.
No, the Goku is currently a god.
Yeah, basically.
So in short, Goku is
He's literally...
the Kenny of Dragon Ball Z.
No, that's everybody. Literally, everybody is the Kenny of Dragon Ball Z because they keep coming back.
Well, especially.
And then there's Krillin. Yes, I was just about to go there. Krillin.
Yeah, definitely Krillin. Oh, God.
Not that I hate on Krillin. Krillin's kind of my favorite every now and then.
Also, Sunny Street's a really good artist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with Jesse and James, I kind of love the level of badass they took in Black and White, because that's actually nice, to be honest.
Yeah, they actually started becoming threatening villains.
Seriously.
But then they reverted back after a couple episodes, remember?
Yeah.
But still, it was pretty smart on how they're actually doing this, though.
Yeah.
But I haven't made my way through most of the episodes yet, so... Yeah.
I have, and it's actually honestly, it's actually good now, but I stand by my statement. James is a flaming wolf.
No.
I still stand by my statement with that.
You know what I liked about Jesse and James, though?
What?
They didn't give a shit about your gender roles.
Oh, yeah.
What I did?
They didn't give a shit about that. Jesse would dress in male clothing, and James would dress in female clothing, and no one would bat an eye. Because, why not? Not to mention, they look damn good. What the hell?
And not to mention, Ash and his friends were stupid.
Yeah, Ash is especially stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's terrible. I think
Especially
if they had did, Pokemon a little bit different, I think after a good couple episodes, Jesse and James probably would have found it annoying when, like, every time they take off their disguise, it's like Team Rocket. I think James probably would have, like, stopped them before they did them. I was like, no, we about to settle this now. He was like, every single time we up here, what the heck is wrong with you? Can't you see through our disguises? We're on a budget.
Well,
we didn't put any thought into it.
Well, think of it this way. It's the same reason why no one in Sailor Moon recognized that Sailor Moon and Usagi are the same person.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon has an excuse. It's a magical aura around her that keeps people from knowing.
Not stated in show. You know what Tuxedo Mask's excuse was? He's black hair.
He wore a mask.
One, he wears a mask and a top hat, and he has black hair. Everybody in fucking Japan, nearly everybody has black hair in Japan.
And Ray could get away with it too. You guys forget she's like native Japanese.
So is everybody. Everybody on the show is assumed to be Japanese, stated otherwise, or their names are stated otherwise. Like,
I still stand by Minako being from England. I still stand by that.
You can stand by it all you like, but unfortunately, no. Girlfriend's Japanese. Japanese as everybody else. Now, could her family have gone from Japan to England for a short point in time because of her dad or mom's job? Sure, yeah, that could happen.
I actually like that theory. I'll go with that. I'll use that.
Because still Japanese.
That's what I thought.
Well, we're never given an actual reason why she's in England in the first damn place, to be honest.
Whereas in Codename Solar V, they actually gave an explanation.
Yeah, because she wasn't in England at all. She was in Japan. The only place she went off Japan was to Hawaii.
I can get my manga out right now and we can see.
Oh boy.
I can wait.
I gotta go through my shelf, but yeah.
So while she goes through her shelves, we're going to talk about Jesse and James and how awesome they are and how off your gender roles. And
my god.
And then we could go back and talk about how Jesse and James had these interesting backgrounds. James, the affluent boy, and then Jesse, who was so poor her mother made food out of fucking snow.
Yeah.
That is seriously sad. Your mom where you don't have no money whatsoever, and in order to feed you something of some kind of thing that will at least let you sleep through the night, your mother makes you basically no food.
Well, actually, I found this out because it is canon, but in Pokemon, Jesse's mom was part of Team Rocket, but she gave Jessie away when she was a baby to a family. So that wasn't her real mom.
It's still sad. She still had to go through that. So it's kind of like, damn, why? But there you go. So, hi, did you find it yet?
I'm going through the manga now. I just got it off my shelf. It was in the front of my shelf. I guess because I forgot I was using it yesterday. I was doing Solar Venus art. It's not going up on the air yet because I'm not done with it. But yeah.
Okay. So while she does that, I'm gonna go and we're gonna look back how Neo Queen Serenity is like a frigid bitch.
But she's always been like that.
Let's see. We're back to it. Okay. Ah, yes. Here is the chapter where Chibiusha and them discover that something wrong is happening. How is something wrong is happening? Well, because outside of the Crystal Palace that they never actually leave, which is actually inside of another palace, yeah, it's kind of redundant, you know.
Just a little.
I mean, your palace, which looks like the Palace of Versailles, by the way, nice homage right there. Or lack of creativity. I don't know which one.
Regardless.
Yes, regardless. So the actual palace is on top of the Crystal Tower, the very top of the Crystal Tower, which is inside of a crystal encasing. You have a palace inside of a palace. And you're only now seeing thunder and lightning outside, but I'm trying to figure out how do you see the thunder and lightning if your palace, which is, inside of a palace, is relatively dry and you can only be outside of the other.
She actually went to China.
China, Hawaii.
China and Hawaii.
Still not England, is it? Ooh.
You're welcome.
Still not England.
I'm still looking through the manga. Give me a minute.
Okay, sure. Anyway,
Jeez.
Here we go. Rumble. Thunder. It's so sad. It's been unstable since I came back. Wait a minute. When the fuck did you come back? And if this is just the first time you came back and you've only been a day or so, then why didn't you mention that the weather was unstable beforehand? And how did the weather become unstable if we're only now just getting to, your dad in the past dying? And if your dad died in the past, why isn't he actually in a coma yet? Give me a minute. What?
Wait a minute.
What?
I didn't say anything.
I thought I heard something.
No, I heard that too.
It's my auntie.
Yeah, did you hear it? Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, that kind of terrified me for a second. I don't.
Yay. Let's see.
So yeah.
What were you saying?
Yeah, I was saying about how confusing this entire thing is. Because Chibiusha's saying that the weather's been unstable since she came back, but this is the first time we saw the weather be unstable. And the fact that everyone who dies in the comics so far, but this is only the first issue, they usually, fall out, pass out, go in a coma, a little glowy circle in their chest. And
Their star seeds disappear.
not really disappear, it's just like they're threatened, I guess. I don't really know. It's not really quite clear. But when I'm reading it, I'm just kind of like, wait a minute. So in the next couple of books, all of them are passed out on slabs. But Mamoru just died, and we're in the future with Crystal Tokyo, and he's standing right there. Okay.
Maybe he's secretly a ginger, he has no soul.
Oh my god! I have stuff when I was. Oh my god! I thought what I was doing for that. Wow. To all our ginger listeners, we are very sorry for the gingers have no souls thing. We know you have souls.
Yeah.
I hope. If you don't have souls, please don't attack us. Our souls are delicious and plentiful, but we like them where they are. So
wait a minute.
Yeah, if you guys.
If you're gonna make that comment,
Yeah.
that means Chibi and Chibi don't have one.
Chibi's are. Wait, dang, she is. No,
She's a redhead.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
God dang it.
Oh, there's a difference between redhead and ginger.
Well, redhead and ginger are almost synonymous with the same thing because they didn't actually have a word for redheads or orange. Usually orange.
Yeah, like, I always see ginger as more orangey versus actual, like, red.
Yeah, but it covers both because they didn't actually have a word until later.
But if they didn't have souls, they wouldn't have the eye shines. Everybody know in the anime, if you don't have the eye shines, you have no soul.
Unless that's a stylistic choice of the actual anime.
AKA Soul Eater.
I know.
Yeah. And a few others.
So
So let's see, what do we have here? The flowers. I'll take them to Pluto tomorrow. I'll ask her if she's noticed anything. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what Chibiusha says. But instead we get door opens. A distortion in the space-time continuum? Wow, Neo Queen Serenity. I'm actually surprised you know that word.
You know what? You know what? I suddenly wish that Pluto would have opened the time gate and just bailed. When she see all that stuff happen, I think she should just open them up and bail. That's it. Just leave.
Well, technically, she could have done that in one of the many different time streams because there are a lot of them.
I still stand by my statement from the Solar Moon explosion. She opened up the time gates when she saw all that crap was going down and ran through them and locked her and just stayed in whatever timeline she was in.
No, this is actually has some. Since that's kind of what she did once.
Yeah.
Because in the super, not supers, but the S, great way to differentiate, guys. But in super, she does actually close the time gate. Literally, Dark Dome close is what she does to close off a dimensional space. And that's what happened to Saturn and Pharaoh 90 and that whole Tau Sentai system right there. She destroyed it and Pluto closed the door. It's like, you're gonna get stuck over there. Yeah, but, you know.
No.
Close the door.
No, I mean Pluto herself. She just sees all the crap happening. She turns in her Hessian wand like, screw you. You guys are on your own for now. She opened the time gate.
Wait a minute.
Go through it and lock the door. I can't
What
get
is with Queen Serenity's stance right here? I'm sorry. I'm looking at the manga again, the first Star issue, and I'm looking at what Queen Serenity's doing here. And Pluto's telling her, in her super's uniform, mind you, apparently they didn't get an upgrade yet.
Oh, poor Pluto.
These freaking lags. But Pluto's telling her, yeah, there's a mysterious vortex far away, and it's, releasing this energy and stuff, and it might change the past or whatever. And then you have Queen Serenity in this one panel, because Chibiusha's watching, and Queen Serenity has her hand over her abdomen. I'm like, what are you doing? That's like the weirdest position for you, because you got one hand down and the other one's just over your stomach. Are you pregnant? Do you have a stomach ache here?
Oh, jeez.
Honestly?
I'm sorry.
Man, Krista Tokyo is all kinds of messed up.
I don't know. I just nitpick because it's kind of hilarious to me to notice that stance. Because it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Usually when the queen gets like terrible news, or when Usagi gets terrible news, her hand is over her heart, like between the boobs, just laying across there. Usually, but that was an interesting choice.
Sounds like it.
You know what I realized? I just came to this realization just now.
That life is going to end.
No, the outer senshi are not cannon fodder. I just realized that.
What do you mean by they're not cannon fodder? They are.
As in, they don't get sent out to the front lines often.
Of course not. They technically are and are not the front lines. I mean, they're the outer senshi, meaning they protect the outside realm. That's what they do.
No, I'm just saying.
They protect the inner realm that they do. So they have different jurisdictions, kind of like a police force.
But still, back in Super, I mean, they were like, screw you, we are not going to die for you, basically.
Well, that's because they were the smart ones.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, they got Pluto with the magical key that could send them anywhere.
Well, technically, yes, but Pluto's also loyal as shit, so.
I still say, screw you guys, I'm not staying in this timeline. Good luck with whatever happens. What?
that Pluto must be at least over 800 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm only saying this because I'm looking at stars again. They're telling us in this moment of time that all of the outers are having flashbacks except for Saturn for obvious reasons.
Poor Saturn.
Huh?
Poor Saturn.
Yeah. But it's because in their story, Queen Serenity, the first one, she's the one that gave them their castles, which kind of is a little weird if you think about it, because it implies that she gave everybody castles. However, Saturn wasn't awakened until after the Silver Millennium was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So, what? God, these plot holes kill me.
Yeah, it's official. Sailor Moon has more plot holes than Swiss cheese.
Pretty much, because in one of the issues that I'm looking at right here is that Pluto's saying it's been a while since she's last came to the castle, and then you have Pluto and then an image of her younger, which probably is around maybe a little older than Chibiusa, but around Chibiusa's age. So that means she's been there since she was at least 9 or 10.
Oh, jeez. That sucks.
So the last time she's been to her castle was when she was like 9 or 10, when she got it. So it also makes me think, wait a minute. So, hold on for a second. Pluto's been around before Queen Serenity came to the solar system. So, this is going to be a little awkward. So, that means there were other people before Queen Serenity decided to call herself Queen of everything. What the fuck happened? How come all of these kids are alone? Why are they alone? Why is it always the moon? Why couldn't it have been like, I don't know, Earth? You know, the only planet that actually had people. Other people, at least.
Oh my god, I just had another theory.
Oh
god. About why Neo Queen Serenity is such a frigid bitch.
Okay.
She was, okay, here it is. Okay, the second child was walking down the street one day, and it was really, really dark. It was a dark night, but she heard a weird sound coming from behind the trash cans, so she decided to transform into Sailor Moon, and when she went to the alley, emo hair attached itself to her head, and she became emo.
Oh, God, why?
What? Emo hair! The emo hair strikes again.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yay!
I am so done.
You shouldn't have started until you could have finished.
Oh my god, what is wrong with my life?
Us?
Yeah. Hey!
You agreed.
I didn't get...
See, I wasn't the one that agreed.
I give you a cyber hug.
Okay. Different topic before we go back to Sailor Moon, and I will go into detail why the Black Moon is full of, oh my god, what happened. That's
the Crystal Tokyo Massacre, sweetie.
Yeah, it always bothers me so much. So much. But we're going to go on to other things, like, Disney.
We were saving that for the Disney explosion, remember? Our guest is in here.
That's right. Damn. Okay.
You forgot.
Yeah, I did. I forget a lot. For someone who memorizes Sailor Moon shit, I forget a lot of shit.
Don't feel bad. I'm the same way with Oberon.
Yeah, that's true. Old TV shows.
Oh, gosh.
Portal.
Whose favorite TV show was Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I think you're alone there.
Oh, God. Why am I alone with all the horror shows?
Because
I like you.
See, in my case, I was too young to appreciate it.
I just didn't watch it.
Me, I watched everything. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Goosebumps. R.L. Stein presents Goosebumps.
Well, everybody watched Goosebumps.
I didn't. Well, I take that back. I saw a couple of episodes, and the Phantom of the Opera one always stuck with me.
Mm-hmm. Then again, honestly, one TV show that is nostalgic, I mean, it's from 2004, but it's still funny. I found it on YouTube. It's Portal from that used to come on G4.
Yeah, you're gonna be alone on that one. I never watched it.
Oh my god, it's freaking hilarious.
I mean, I've heard of it,
have
but
watched.
I've never watched it. Okay.
It's funny.
Scrubs.
Like,
Oh my god.
oh yes, Scrubs.
Yeah.
90% of the jokes I put in, we in the MOMR3 put in, is actually from Scrubs half the time.
You guys.
Hey, we don't got nothing else to do. Ain't nothing but something to do.
Very true. Me, aside from Scrubs, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Oh my god, I miss that type of stuff. Now these days they got like this crazy, stupid, that shit.
Well, actually, Are You Afraid of the Are You Afraid of the Dark comes on Teen Nick every night at 11 p.m.
Yeah, but still. When you watched it on Nickelodeon at around 7 or 8. Or 6, depending on where you are.
Well, depending on when it was Snick back in the day.
Yeah.
All that. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Dude, you have no idea my memories of Snick. Like when all that was actually funny and had an actually predominantly diverse cast that got whitewashed over the years.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I feel so terrible because, honestly, all that went down the hill when Kenan and Kel left.
Yeah, it really did.
And then it got even worse when they decided to add really not really funny kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and then Danny Tamborelli joined the cast.
And then it got worse because then Jamie Lee Spears wanted to join the cast. Little Spears. Oh, no, sweetie.
And it's
no, you're not funny at all. Ever. You were never funny. You were kind of like the joke.
And then when they replaced the black girl for Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes was, I'm not going to lie, Amanda Bynes was only funny when she was on All That. Her own show, not entirely funny.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. I mean, the Amanda Bynes show wasn't as funny as it was when she was on All That.
Yeah.
And then Drake and Josh happened. Drake and Josh is
it
alright.
was okay, but it wasn't really funny.
They were trying to be like a white version of Kenan and Kel.
Which was bad, because even Kenan and Kel wasn't as funny as it could have been. But they had one thing over Drake and Josh. Their storylines actually made sense.
Mm-hmm.
At least to me. But nah, let's see. What other stories? Oh, God. This makes me sad and happy at the same time.
What?
The famous Jet Jackson.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Wasn't it Disney's first black show before That's So Raven showed up? It wasn't? Oh. I thought it was.
No, there was like some other, but I can't remember it right now because I'm old. I can't remember.
I can Google search it.
Yeah, you Google search it. As far as I know, it wasn't the first one. There was like another one, but I can't remember. Or it could be mixing it up with Nickelodeon, who had a fairly good share of their own black shows, to be honest. Like My Brother and Me was a thing, but they stopped producing because their actress that played the mom died of breast cancer.
And she was from Flint, Michigan. Represent.
Nice.
But yeah, she died. My Cousin Skeeter. That was kind of weird. That was a very weird moment in history.
Well, Cousin Skeeter wasn't that bad. It was actually funny.
Little Romeo had his own TV show.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That's when it went downhill, Little Romeo.
Oh, jeez. Okay, you guys want to know my top nostalgic show?
What?
Oh yes.
The sails the wheel. The sails the wheel.
You know what?
Okay.
That line of cartoons were actually really good because it was DuckTales and also
Tailspin.
yes,
Tailspin, Darkwing Duck.
and
Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
yes, and
Bonkers?
Bonkers wasn't that great, but it wasn't that bad. Let's see who.
Backpack, I guess.
No, there was more, but I can't remember right now. But it was
Gummy Bears.
yes, Gummy Bears.
Marsupilami.
I don't remember that guy.
Dave the Barbarian.
Yeah. Oh,
Kim Possible.
Kim Possible, yes.
Oh, good.
The Proud Family.
The Proud Family. Yeah.
Because Proud Family, the animators that did Proud Family also did Happily Ever After, Fairy Tales for Every Child.
Mm-hmm.
That good.
Oh, yeah. What was it?
Storyteller.
Just watch it.
Storyteller.
Oh,
Jim
yeah.
presents The Storyteller.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Henson and a BBC station also did like this block where it was Jim Henson's The Storyteller, and then Jim Henson presents mythology. They did stories from mythology, and then there is also one where Shakespeare animated, where they did like cartoons or claymation, different ways of doing Shakespeare. Wow.
Oh.
And I think Robin Williams presented that, and that was awkward.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I know one. Fraggle Rock.
Yeah. Eureka's Castle.
Oh, yes, Eureka's Castle.
Eureka's Castle.
Dang, what is it called? It was this one thing that used to come on all the time. I used to watch when I was little.
Muppet Babies?
Yeah, Muppet Babies. It was one. It was that,
Yeah.
but it was also something. Yeah, that too, but it was something else. Allegra's Window. I remember now. Allegra's Window. Yeah.
I remember Angela Anaconda.
Oh, my God.
Oh God.
That was an interesting one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Especially when they had it with the Digimon movie. They paired that with
Oh,
that.
God.
That was weird.
Okay, there...
Oh,
Let
wait a
me see if
minute.
I can remember what the fuck this thing is called. 'cause-
Kablam.
Oh, yes, Kablam. Oh, my God.
Dude, I can go on naming these old shows forever. That old.
The 1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. What would you do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Summers.
Oh.
And here's the thing, he also hosted Double Dare, and this dude, he has OCD, as in he compulsively cleans everything. He hit
Poor guy.
but he did these shows. I'm like, that is a trooper. This poor man. How does he do it? I would have
Wait, what was... Oh, God, what was the name of the show? Like, The Temple or something like that?
Yes, Legends.
Huh? Oh, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yes.
That show actually scared me as a child.
And honestly, no one could put together the Gold Monkey.
I know, right?
Some people did. Like one or two teams did, but most of the time, no. And then Wild and Crazy Kids. The only reason I remember that one is because Omar Gooding, his little brother, was the host of that show. Hey Dude. That was really boring.
Yeah,
it was like the desert version of Salute Your Shorts minus that humor.
Ooh. Clarissa Explains It All.
Yeah.
That was before they had As Told by Ginger.
Yeah, I kind of As Told by Ginger's opening theme song. That was a good theme song. I love Macy Gray. Someone once told me the grass is greener on the other side. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys. What's that other game show called? Oh, you know what I've always wanted to do, and I was so mad when they canceled it? When I was a little girl, me and my older brother, we wanted to be on Nick Arcade.
Oh my goodness, really? Oh,
Yes.
wait a minute. What was that other show that they brought back like a year or two ago, pretending to?
Figure It Out?
Yes. That show is older than most of these kids.
I know, right?
It's like,
Well, it got canceled
yeah, I
again.
know, but I was like, who did you think? This wasn't going to fool nobody. Who did you think you were? Figure it out.
And then,
And amazingly,
they do show.
the host there was also named Summer.
Oh, yeah. Summer Sanders.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of hilarious.
Nickelodeon Guts.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
Yeah.
They did bring it back for a short time, but after that they canceled
They
it.
got a lot of good stuff, actually, if you think about it.
And then they new show Brain Surge that got canceled pretty quick.
A lot of things get canceled on Nick that have to do with contestant shows for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I found this out. You know how SpongeBob cannot get his driver's license, right? Because he's in school. It's a rule for over at Nickelodeon that the character must be in school as a way to project a positive example for education. That's why SpongeBob is still in school.
Interesting.
That's weird, but okay.
Yeah. Oh God, and Doug before Disney got a hold of it.
That was. Oh my God.
That had the best theme song.
Okay.
And Rugrats.
Before they grow up.
Yeah, before. Oh. Okay. Hey, Arnold.
Yeah.
Wild.
Oh yeah.
Wild Thornberries.
Yeah. Because Wild Thornberries did a crossover with Rugrats, and that was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Who else?
Ren and Stimpy.
Oh God, Ren and Stimpy will forever. The log scene.
Angry Beavers.
Oh yes, Angry Beavers were the Beavers. But Angry Beavers were the first one to come up with Beaver Fever before it became Beaver Fever.
Sorry.
It's a crazy.
Okay. Here's one. Tales from the Crypt Keeper. The cartoon.
Yes.
Oh, Papa Beaver Story Time.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, there was a time when I skipped school, so I would watch Nick Jr.
Nice.
So some of my memories are also of Nick Jr. USA Network, because I remember Street Sharks and Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon came on Street Sharks, which came on before Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, actually, here Sailor Moon came on after Bobby's World did. Here.
Yeah, Bobby's World also. But at the time when I had USA Network, this was the first time I viewed Sailor Moon at all. So that's how I viewed it. Because in the morning you had Sonic the Hedgehog, you had Princess Guinevere and the Jewel Riders.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Princess Guinevere and the Jewel Riders.
Oh, but you know what? You know what's sad? Well, you know how famous Sailor Moon is?
Mm-hmm.
Here in Michigan, I remember this from when I was 5. They had a 5-page article on Sailor Moon in our newspaper.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
5-page article. Pictures and everything. Back then I was a Power Rangers fan, so I was like, you know, my mom said, oh, there's a new TV show coming out, Jenny. I'm like, what is it, Mom? She was like, it's called Sailor Moon. She showed me a picture. I was like, I don't like her. That's all I said was, I don't like her.
Still to this day, you still don't like her.
No, I still do. I got sick in 5th grade, and I had to stay home. First episode of Sailor Moon I watched was Mercury's Mental Match. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this amazing show?
No, but...
And, you know, it's terrible.
Yeah, but my exposure to Sailor Moon was when I was like 5 or 6.
Lucky.
That's how long ago it was. But here's the thing that kills me. When I was like 5 or 6 years old, there were Sailor Moon toys in a local toy store, but I haven't seen Sailor Moon yet. So I saw the Crescent Moon one on sale. Oh, the regret you have. Oh, you're older.
Well, don't feel bad. I'm sure everyone in here could admit that they carried the Crescent Moon wand with them in their backpacks to school.
No, I never got it.
Oh.
You had a deprived childhood.
Well, yeah, kind of. And no, I didn't. Because I had books. And let me tell you, guess what else was on TV that should have been an animation, but it wasn't?
What?
Animorphs.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Had a TV show.
Even Magic School Bus, guys.
Oh, yes!
Magic School Bus goes hand in hand with We're the Planeteers. You can see one too.
You can see what it is. Because saving our planet is the thing to do. Put it and put it. It's not the way. Hear what Captain Planet has to say. The power is yours.
I actually met the guy who did this whole thing. He was an asshole.
Yeah. But what did you expect? Turner owns everyone's soul.
But you know what's kind of cool, though? I actually looked up Captain Planet and the Planeteers a few days ago because I was bored. Apparently, there are real Planeteers, and they actually do have the shirts. If you take the pledge, they actually send you a Planeteer
What was
shirt.
that when I was 5?
I know, right?
Because that's literally
I
what
thought the
Captain
shirts
Planet
were cool.
was. It's like that filler you watch because, well, X-Men is on, and neither are any of your other favorite TV shows like the Super Friends or stuff like that. So it's kind of like, what do I watch?
Yeah.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, Captain Planet's weird. It's got some weird things. I will go into it right now. Because I think too much.
It's just special. Let's just leave it at that.
No, but
You know
look
what
at it,
annoys
though.
me?
But look at it, though. Basically, you had Wheeler, who was the American, who was classic, quote-unquote, classic New Yorker accent.
Yeah.
And he's a runaway. And then you had Linka, who had a sister, and then you had Mati, who was going to be a priest, and you had Kwame, who was actually the Reading Rainbow guy, who was actually George LaForge on Star Trek, which was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. That was my childhood, too.
Yeah, it was. Reading Rainbow gave us lots of books. But yeah,
Oh, yeah. Like...
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was counting off all the Planeteers and was trying to ponder, why did Gaia get those guys when she could have gotten, I don't know, adult people who wouldn't go missing?
Because reasons?
Yeah, reasons that we don't know.
Yes. I'm just going to take these 5 kids from where bumfuck they live, and I'll give them, see how that goes.
Superpowers.
Yeah, and it's like, Power Rangers, didn't you learn from them either?
Well, I mean,
well, nobody in Power Rangers died.
Yeah, except you gave a bunch of kids power.
and guys, it's
Teenagers' attitude.
with Gaia. It was Whoopi Goldberg. Come on.
Well, that is true.
Whoopi Goldberg did some good work, though.
I know.
Damn. She was
like that made it good.
Yeah, that is true.
And, you know, Meg Ryan was actually in Captain Planet, too.
But I have no idea who she is, and because you haven't given me a reference. She's done.
She was,
Dr. Blythe.
the blonde one. Yeah, Dr. Blythe.
Okay. What else was she in?
Meg Ryan?
Meg Ryan? You don't know who Meg Ryan is?
I only reference people by their work. I don't really know. It's like how I keep referring to Susan's actress from Narnia as Susan's actress from Narnia.
Meg Ryan was in You Got Mail.
Sleepless in Seattle. When Harry Met
How
Sally.
Harry Met Sally.
Oh, those things that I actually that I didn't actually watch, but I ignored because I was too young to care.
Anastasia.
Ah, she was Anastasia?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That makes perfect sense as to why I didn't give a shit about Anastasia.
No. The 1997 version. The
Blue?
Yeah, Blue's one. Yeah.
Okay. That actually. There's a lot of different versions. Okay. God.
Yeah. No. The
You're
the best known one.
Yeah, the best known one. There you go. Because the one I watched was The Secret of Anastasia, and could
Yeah,
think
no,
about is,
not
my
that.
God, Rose totally ripped this show off.
And hey, do you guys remember the ABC After School specials they used to show on
I
Saturday?
try not to.
Twins.
Let's put it this way. You remember the time when the President Reagan and his wife wanted to do the whole say no to drugs shit, and they
Oh dear God! No, we don't speak of that. We never ever speak of that. We never speak of that.
She doesn't
ever speak of
know.
it here.
Yeah, that was before my time.
See, she doesn't understand. See,
I've heard of them though. That's good enough for me.
No, but our listeners don't know though. There was a time, dear listeners, when adults decided they wanted to meddle and do say no to drugs programs and shit. And they took everyone's favorite characters at the time, like Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Garth even. Yeah, he actually had a TV cartoon. That wasn't that CGI bullshit that we see.
Garfield's cartoon was actually really funny. I loved that as a kid.
Everyone loves cartoon. The cartoon.
Oh, you mean Cartoon All Stars to the Rescue?
Yeah. That.
Oh God.
Where we hear, who was it? Simon? Yes, Simon of the Chipmunks say weed. Like,
oh yeah.
What?
Mind you, it was different characters from different franchises around this time. It was Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Donald, Goofy. Oh wait, no, they weren't. It was Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Yeah. Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
Yeah.
Garfield.
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote.
Not Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, he was. He was mentioned though.
Yeah, who cares about him? He was part of the same franchise as most of them were. They are all owned by Turner.
Let's see, the Muppet Babies.
Like I said, their souls were owned by Turner.
Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, Slimer, the Smurfs, Papa Smurf, Brainy Smurf, Hefty Smurf.
Basically. And
Michelangelo.
Basically, all your childhood TV shows that you loved were lecturing this kid about pot, which isn't actually as bad as, say, crack.
Yeah, but still. Ow.
Just say their information was a little stupid.
Skewed.
Extremely.
We should be happy they didn't get a hold of the solar sushi. Could you imagine that?
Shit.
We already had Sailor Moon Says, so.
She never preached about drugs, thank God.
She was on them herself.
That was wrong.
We always.
Okay, that's it. This is the new rule. Leave the meatball head alone tonight. She's had enough crap in her life.
Well, she was drunk like twice in the same series.
Well, she can't help that.
Well,
she was an idiot.
The writers. That's all I can say. Writers. Because
everybody in the club gets tipsy. Anyways.
Anyway. Let's see. Who else that we were watching? Lassie, Gumby.
Oh, Gumby was awesome.
Gumby, he's here, and he's... Okay, I'm sorry.
And then there was, what is it?
My Little Pony.
One show.
Before they were skinny little anorexic ponies.
Yeah, the classic My Little Pony was great.
My Little Pony.
This My Little Pony now, what the heck? And you know what else? I actually made this point on Facebook, and a bunch of people tried to shut me down on it. The fact that I think the only reason we didn't have bronies back in the day is because guys had G.I. Joe and stuff back in the day, so they could care less about colorful ponies. Well, here's the thing. That doesn't actually make sense, to be honest, because here's the reason why we don't have bronies. We didn't have bronies then. It also has to do with what the franchise was doing at that time. It depends on which generation you're also looking at, and also the storyline. Huh? I? Cricket? I think she disappeared. Her computer died.
Did it?
I think so.
Is that you with the whole laughing in the background, Pie?
Yeah, my family, they're loud.
Okay. I was about to say because it kind of sounded like there's a ghost.
Well, my family's just loud. I come from a loud family.
So, try to get I back.
Yeah, I'll see what's up. Yeah, she disappeared. Okay, give us a minute, peeps. We're about to find out where she disappeared to. I think her computer froze. Yeah. So we'll take a break, people. For now, we'll try to get I back and see what's up. What up, people? What up, party peoples? And we're back, and we have a brand new guest, my dear Sammy. Say hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Okay, she's trying to be cute today. We gonna fight.
No, I'm
we
just
gonna
really
fight.
feeling
I'm
awkward
gonna
right
win.
now.
So,
Why?
Don't feel awkward, sweetie.
I don't know. I just do.
so I have
Don't worry about
And
it.
listen to that, everyone. Yeah. And listen to that. She's not coughing anymore. She's healed. Yay!
so
Sam is the most adorable thing.
so I have to ask. When is Sam not cute?
Oh, shush.
Not to mention she makes really hot guy characters.
I do not. Oh my god.
Sam, Zeke has a fan base.
Okay, fair enough.
Deuces. Anyway, so we were talking about Sailor Moon stuff, really.
Okay.
About why about why Neo Queen Serenity was a frigid bitch. Basically.
Okay, are we talking manga or anime?
Manga. Because
the
anime
above?
we don't really
Okay,
actually
see, I can't. I've got a bit of a problem here because I haven't read all the manga.
Oh, I'm so kind of not really sorry.
Wow, that was a bit true.
Don't worry, Sam. It's funny. Sam, trust me. We actually came up with our own theories. I came up with the whole little Crystal Tokyo massacre where she totally just snapped one day. That's why the Black Moon was after her. She killed up their people.
Geez.
And I came up with the fact that the crystal probably changed her so much that she lost part of her humanity.
Ah, it's an interesting theory. I'll be back in just a second, guys. Okay, just go ahead and chatter. Go ahead.
I'm in your windows.
So let's see.
I'm in your windows. Listen your people up, trying to kill them. So hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husband. Just hide everybody, cause she moon dusting everybody out there. You don't gotta go fast. They looking for you.
There are some things in this world that I don't think that needs to come back. That memory itself doesn't come back. Stop.
You know I'm gonna fan dub that now, don't you?
Lord save me.
Alrighty, I am back.
Welcome back.
See, thank you.
Now I have
What did I miss? Dare I ask?
Yeah, basically.
What? Why is Jenny laughing?
because she
You
was
don't
doing
wanna
an
know.
old meme that bring back.
I was just saying, hide your kids, hide your husbands, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husbands, because she's moon dusting everybody out there.
Things that shouldn't be coming back.
Yeah.
So, now that we're back on the topic of Sailor Moon, and I have opened up one of my favorite little things to read about.
Oh no.
You're gonna actually torture my dear Sam with that?
Please don't.
Yes.
Don't torture me. No. No.
Well, she must be inducted because, Sammy, you must be inducted and join the moon side. So go ahead, Vampy, do your thing.
Here, let me put it this way, dear. Nothing can save you now.
And this,
We're gonna... What?
you're terrible.
I love you too. Anyway,
Oh,
we're gonna talk
hello.
about Shibuya.
Oh God, do we have to talk about that whiny little brat?
Yes. You know why?
Wait, Chibiusa?
I
Yes.
hate Chibiusa so much.
I know.
And yet you roleplay as Helios.
Shut up, Jenny. No. I only like the older Chibiusa when she's actually grown up and not that bratty little child. That's the only part of Chibiusa I like. What?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Even though quote-unquote grown-up Chibiusa is technically the same person, she just has a body. So basically you're saying like her is if she has a body.
I don't get it.
Because Chibiusa, when she grows up in Switcheroo episode, the only way most people like her is because her body but that doesn't mean that her mentality has changed. So
well, that's not what I'm talking about, though.
Oh, are you
I'm talking about actual grown-up Chibiusa, not the Switcheroo one. Because I've been in a lot of role plays and stuff where Chibiusa is actually a decent adult.
Considering she's a combination of her father and mother, yeah, she turns out a lot better as a character, honestly. Yeah, which brings me to my topic of Chibiusa. So, guess what we're going to talk about?
Oh, dear. Sweet God. Jesus, Miriam, Joseph.
Well, this is actually based off of some people, one confession I read that was going on about how Chibiusa is, the person is a huge Chibiusa supporter, and they were going on about how everyone should give her a break and stuff. And I was thinking about it, I was like, maybe we should.
Yeah. Your reason being?
Okay, here's the thing. The manga and the anime are two different things here. We're going to have to treat them as two different things because they give Chibiusa two different avenues. In the manga, Chibiusa's situation is more desperate. That way, we actually feel a little more connected to her, and she is less and she doesn't have that much time to be, quote-unquote, a brat. Even though she does show a little bit of a spoiled side, we kind of like her better in the manga because she shows how desperate her situation is and how much she has to deal with and how much time she spends thinking about this. Like, for instance, in the manga, Chibiusa has no power whatsoever. That is one of the main contentions. She is, all alone. She has literally no friends her age. And her happiest memories are of her parents and the inner senshi and Pluto and Diana. That's it. There's nobody her age. And we can't really know when Diana comes into her life either.
That's true.
So basically, her childhood is isolated, and then and then you also have another thing where not only is she isolated, she spent 900 years like this. So when we think about her in the manga and her going back in time after stealing Pluto's key after she basically fucked up big time because she stole the silver crystal. The silver crystal didn't grant any of her wishes, and so it just makes her situation seem a little bit more desperate than anime Chibiusa. Because in the manga, even though she tries to use the crystal to give her a wish, it doesn't bring out her power, nor does she awaken to her power. Instead, it becomes a lifeless piece of rock, and she's responsible for her mother being comatose.
She messed up.
Big time. And not to mention, also in the manga, she has to stand there and watch people die from the gas that's being pumped into the palace. And the boss...
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, that's what happened in the...
Wait, in the manga?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, in the manga, King Enderman explains that the people who sought refuge inside the castle eventually succumbed to the gas, and eventually their bodies started to disappear. And the only person that's alive and awake is Chibiusa and Diana.
Well, ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, exactly. So this is
Yes.
her situation before she goes back in time. And when she goes back in time, she's specifically looking for the silver crystal. Now, we don't know exactly whether or not she knew already who her parents were, or whether or not or other things. Like, she probably knew, like, in the manga it's more implied that she knew more, and that she specifically targeted Usagi and Mamoru and the rest of them because she believes they do have the silver crystal because of the stories that her father told her. However, this is where we switch to anime. The anime, oh god, it's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
For one, we're not told how old Chibiusa is or whether or not she and Crystal Tokyo have the same rules as it is in the manga. In the anime, however, it's kind of weird because her memories, like her happy memories, are, of course, the same as the one in the manga. It's of her family, and it's of Diana, and it's of Pluto. There are no children whatsoever. Unlike the manga, there are children, and the children are the bullies, which is why Chibiusa doesn't have friends in the manga. In the anime, the bullies are adults, and there are no children.
Mm-hmm.
No one.
Pokey.
And then also we add to the fact that in the anime it's kind of weird because they can't decide whether or not she's actually been outside more often or not. It kind of seems half and half, but not really.
Well, the manga did give a hint that Usagi and Mamoru did leave the palace during that one scene.
No, that's actually the anime.
Yeah, the anime, that's what I meant.
Yeah, the anime tells us that they at least left the palace now and then. The manga, nope, not at all. Zilch, zero, nada. However, anime Chibiusa, I will argue, is more resourceful.
Yeah. That freaking Luna P ball.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Luna P ball is also evident in the manga. However, Chibiusa uses it more in the anime than she does in the manga, showing she's more adept at using it, and her plans are actually quite clever. Kind of weird. I'm giving the anime a thumbs up for some things. This is awkward.
My god, it's the apocalypse.
Yes, I think it's the end of the world.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Chibiusa and the anime that I think is the reason why we don't feel as strongly for her as we do in the manga. In the manga, we see Chibiusa looking very pensive and thinking about things, and her gestures seem more genuine. In the anime, not as much. Not because we can't sympathize with her, it's just that we don't. Because at the time when most of us saw our season, we were closer to Usagi's age. We were like 12, 14 years old. And we're kind of like, this bitch here. She in the way of my OTP. I just want to snap someone's ball. But also the anime kind of takes away from some of the sympathy because they gave Chibiusa a power. It's not a useful power, but it's a power.
Nonetheless.
Oh, God, at least it's better than Pink Sugar Heart Attack.
Well, not that. I'm talking about when every time she gets really, really upset, she emits a power and energy burst, aka used as plot demands.
Yeah, basically.
So,
magical plot
device. Basically. So it kind of takes away from the feeling of, oh, this poor kid, she has literally nothing to her, but the anime kind of gave her this, and it's sort of like you took away a thing that could be used to sympathize more with her, because then we start thinking, why don't the Sailor Senshi see this? This kid's got a crescent moon. Like, for real, guys. I did like one or two times. You might have not seen it because it's blinding light and, you know, it faded too fast, but some of those times, it's kind of damn clear.
Well, they have
caramels and Swiss cheese.
AKA, they're as stupid as Ash and his friends are in Pokemon.
Which is kind of stupid considering Amy's a certified genius whose IQ is probably over 300 or near 300.
I can actually vouch for Ami. I can vouch for her. You want to know why? I think she probably figured it out and decided to just sit back and let the chips fall where they may. She was enjoying herself. She held something over Usagi-chan and Mabel-chan that, she could get away with. That's why when she found out, you notice she wasn't shocked when they found out Chibiusa was their kid. She was not that shocked. I bet you. After, it happened, she walked out. She said, excuse me for a minute. She walked out the room, and all you heard was her laughter.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yes.
And I bet you she made a bet with Venus afterwards.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but, with Chibiusa in the anime...
All alternate character interpretations.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, but with Chibiusa in the anime, our sympathies are kind of lessened because it's kind of like...
Whiny little bitch.
Yeah, it's also that too. That's the thing. That's another thing. It's the characterization that happened when they translated it from Japanese version to North American dub. I'm not going to say American dub because it's actually North American, which includes Mexico, the United States, and Canada.
AKA, they made Chibiusa into that one kid that you see on the street that you just want to slap the living daylights out of.
Yeah, because the North American dub made her worse. It took whatever endearing and scary thing that she was supposed to be going through and just said no. But there's a lot of things about anime Chibiusa I'm not going to lie, I do like about her. Wow, this sounds like sacrilege.
Yes, and yet we were talking trash about her in the last podcast.
I know, but here's the thing about anime Chibiusa that makes her a better character than manga Chibiusa. Ow, this hurts a lot.
Oh, poor baby.
Okay, the thing that makes her a better character is her resourcefulness and cleverness. That's literally the only best thing about her in the R season, is we get to see how resourceful she is, how she figures shit out and decides to take things in her own hand. Her entire thing in the R season is her trying to do it by herself. She can't trust the Anderson. She doesn't really trust them in a way because she doesn't really know them. And it's kind of like she's on an important mission to save her family and she needs the silver crystal. And she's going to take it. Mm-hmm. Except here's another plot hole. How the fuck does she know who Usagi is?
The hair!
No, here's the thing. She is surprised by the fact that Usagi is Sailor Moon. Yet her dad told her stories about Sailor Moon, who uses a silver crystal.
Well, maybe she thought.
And let me add on to this. The bun hairstyle and the pigtails is actually a common hairstyle. I don't care what the anime has you thinking, but that hairstyle is extremely common and it's normal, unfortunately.
It was cute though. But still, maybe the poor kid thought that, Sailor Moon was this epic, badass warrior that died in battle, basically. She didn't know it was her mom, so, she probably thought,
at the same time, she also didn't know that Usagi was her mom. In the anime, it's implied that she doesn't know. Like, she did that later.
Yeah, and the fact that during the story that whatever, anyway, that was being told to Chibiusa, Sailor Moon had blue skin.
No, that's actually a blackout in how people imagine people.
Oh,
yeah, that's low, basically.
But basically, I still think she just thought Sailor Moon was this awesome warrior. She died in battle. That's why she wasn't around. So she went and found her.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But we don't really know because not really much. The most we is that she believed could save her family and everything. Now, opposed to the manga, where we could have believed that maybe she told who Sailor Moon was, because, she's not actually surprised by Usagi being Sailor Moon. And she's not really surprised that these two are her parents. She's not. She's just not. Well, in the anime, she's downright dumbfounded. Well, you're Sailor Moon? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is this?
Oh my god, it's like going to heaven and seeing God smoking crack.
Basically. And then you add on to the anime, at least the dub being even weirder, because Venus in the dub says, I wish she was here instead of wish the queen was here. Obviously, if the queen was awake, she could do shit. And she is Sailor Moon. So why the hell would you make that comment, I wish Sailor Moon was here, if the queen is, and if the queen has the more power than Sailor Moon?
Because remember that they probably won by the manga. The fact
No.
I'm still questioning this.
In the manga, Eternal Sailor Moon is the powerful. The queen is the most powerful form. But to Diane.
No, it's gonna say.
Therefore, what anime?
No, that's gonna say in the manga. They said she lost her power as Sailor Moon. Remember?
Yeah, she did. In the manga, she lost her power as Sailor Moon. In the anime, it's implied she lost her power. We don't really know, per se, to be honest. And considering that none of the other girls had kids, we couldn't really know if this is how it is supposed to be or how it's not supposed to be. And then again, we also have that whole other theory, how Sailor Moon wasn't really supposed to be a Sailor Senshi anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a long.
That's another plot hole.
There's a lot of plot holes.
Again, Swiss cheese.
How the heck she get her power as Sailor Moon if she wasn't... Oh, God, my head hurts.
Okay. Here's how I'm going to explain this. Because somehow I apparently have the magic touch of explanation.
Just a thought. Well, first things first, though. Sammy, you got anything to add here?
Oh, let me get her. She had muted her mic.
Oh,
it's in here.
I'm just listening. I'm good. Hey, Kuro. Name that sound.
Oh my god. No.
Yes.
It's not the sonic lipstick, is it?
It's a sonic screwdriver. And to add to that, it's 11th screwdriver.
Oh, yes. Your love.
And shush. And I press a button, and it springs open.
That's
freaking awesome.
Aw, you didn't just make Kuro jizz in her face.
And Kuro, I also have a mini Dalek keychain.
Okay, now that's something that would be cute.
It's like a little red and gray Dalek. It's adorable.
Aww.
Yeah, I've got nothing to add. I'm just kind of listening to you guys talk, really, because I don't know what to say half the time.
Oh, it's fine, and we're just goofy. I mean, you see, I'm goofy, so.
And you see, I'm just analyzing things to death.
The thing is, you have... Just the thing is, though, you have a lot of really good points. Like a lot of them, like with how resourceful Chibiusa is in the anime rather than manga, and all that. It's just like I couldn't bring myself to say anything because you made so many good points. I couldn't even bring myself to argue with them.
Aww. Isn't she
I'm
adorable?
Adorable. Oh my god.
Yes, you are actually.
Yes.
It's her cheeks, why don't you?
Sammy, we love you.
Jeez.
But yeah, Chibiusa in the anime is more of a warrior than manga Chibiusa, even though her attacks later on are more of a joke, and really a joke. I mean, oh my god, they did her this right there.
Can I bring something up?
Sure.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon's Quartet.
Oh yeah.
Manga the manga they have. Well, the thing is with the anime, they have you don't know where the hell they came from, what they're doing there, that kind of thing.
Well,
but the story is more explained and whatnot in the manga, I think.
Actually,
personally.
you could say in the anime they do explain where they came from, because here's the thing though, in the anime they at least explain how they met Nehelenia. In the manga they don't actually explain where they met Nehelenia.
But right.
So it's kind of like the anime did explain it, but the execution of the Amazonas were kind of It
was subpar, to say the least.
It was. Their
It
storyline
really was.
Oh my God, Sam's you're using such big words. I love you.
I'm also bringing up Helios because he's a personal favorite of mine.
Oh God, Helios,
yes.
Baby. What did they
Helios,
do? To the
I know. Oh my God, they totally messed him up in the anime. Oh my God.
The voice actor. Oh my God. Like 20-something-year-old pedophile.
I'm going to fully agree with you on that, and just with the manga he was just amazing in the manga, and they totally screwed him up in the anime. It was just like, what the hell have they done?
No. Here's something that I read somewhere because someone did a review of it, and they were watching the Supers, and I believe it was Jet Wolf on Tumblr. She made some very damn good points that I can't argue with, because the entire Supers is really weird, because everyone doesn't notice the huge giant circus tent there. No one really notices it, and the one time someone does, it's Usagi, and she doesn't really know if it's been there forever or not. And then Supers is literally the only season where she does not use her silver crystal. She doesn't grab for it. She doesn't think to grab for it.
She went solo.
No. What happens is, according to Jet Wolf's theory, is that the entire thing is a dream. Literally. It's literally all a dream. Why does Sailor Moon and the rest of the Ascension need Helios to help them with their powers if they got their own powers and can level up by themselves? They've done this before. They can do it again. Why is Chibiusha essential to the whole process of trying to destroy things? Why is it that you need Helios to power up?
But it wouldn't mean a thing if I told you how I feel. I'm sorry, I had to.
Wait, what? Huh? Wait,
Nicely done.
Mommy, I'm gone.
Oh my God, I got confused for a second too.
Okay, I do have to ask you something. Why did you want me in the podcast?
Because you're awesome.
Because we have people to talk to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the three of us, and it's like, we need an extra person who actually is sane.
Yeah, and we can only bounce off each other so much.
Yeah.
So is that sorry, are you calling me sane? Are you calling me sane? Yeah.
Yes, Sammy, you are sane.
Compared to us?
No, I'm really not. No, I'm more of the Cheshire Cat. I'm the calm kind of insane.
We're all a little bit mad, Alice.
Indeed.
Off your head.
Hey, you guys.
Oh, sorry.
I wish, Sammy, now I so wish you were in the podcast when we were cracking Harry Potter jokes last week.
Oh, God, not Harry Potter. Oh, man. I love that fandom way too
Oh,
much.
Oh, what are you doing with
our
this
jokes
Willy?
were awesome.
Where's the video count?
Hey,
What?
I loathe you.
Why?
No, remember? I loathe you. I love you too. I'll see you in bed, and then mind if I see you.
Yep.
I am done with all of you.
Oh my God.
Oh, shush. You're the one who started the Harry Potter discussion the other day. The other podcast.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, but at least my Harry Potter discussion was kind of like, you know who I would ship him with? You know what doesn't make... Well, no.
Oh my God, Harry Potter is the fandom's bike. Everybody wants to ride.
No, yes, sort of. Especially after I've seen Bean's actor grow up, I'm more likely to ship him. Because, damn, boy. Wow.
Or, what is his name? I forgot his name. Oh, we were talking about Ron and his emo
Rupert
hair.
Grint.
Yeah, Rupert is actually pretty cool guy, so.
Rupert is hot.
I kind of like Rupert. Because Rupert himself, what he did with his money is kind of funny. He bought an ice cream truck, bought ice cream, and he gives out ice cream.
That's sweet.
He's a cool guy. It's just that he plays a bitchy character.
AKA, I told you, he went in, okay, the only reason Ron became a bitchy character is because he was walking down the street, and, it was an alley, and the emo hair slithered out and attached itself to his head, and he was reborn as an emo.
Didn't you say the same thing to you, Sanji?
Yes. Emo hair, man. Freaking emo hair.
Okay. Anyways, back to Yusha, because that was the word.
She got emo hair too.
Actually, I don't know.
You want to talk emo hair? Try Jenny's bangs, Jenny.
Oh, shut up! Her hair's not emo. It's adorable. Oh, I love you, Sam.
Emo bangs. Emo bangs.
Again.
No, it's called a black girl bang.
Emo bangs.
Oh, we gonna fight.
Bring it on.
We gonna fight.
Bring it on. You gonna fight? Let's fight.
But with Yusha, I think a lot of it with her and us hating her is because how she treats Usagi and how basically it's kind of like implied that she knows Usagi is probably her mom, but she treats her like shit, and that's kind of like, what? But
basically, she's treating her. The Chibius is actually getting away with murder. Is the fact that in Crystal Tokyo, her behavior probably wouldn't have flown.
Well, here's the thing. I think that's kind of messed up because, I mean, past Usagi doesn't put up with her shit either. Because she did threaten.
That is true.
Because she did threaten to spank her, and it's kind of like she was going to try and discipline this child. And not to mention, Chibiusha herself is kind of, I don't know. She also doesn't put up with shit either. Believe it or not, she doesn't put up with shit. She doesn't put up with Usagi's shit. That's what she does.
Still, if that was my kid, I'd beat her like she owe me money.
But here's the thing, though. Nobody knows that she's their kid. She doesn't know that she's their kid. That's the problem. The anime gives us conflicting messages on how or whether Chibiusha knows anything at all. Like, how does she know that Usagi and Mamoru would have the Silver Crystal? Or were they just the first people she saw and she assumed they would have the Silver Crystal and therefore was going to go after them until she gets it?
She had a magical plot device, the Luna P
ball. Yeah, but
the
Luna P ball only does so much, and as a plot device, it only does so much. Because, sure, it can turn into other things, but what she does with it is how it's used. Like, for instance, the only way she could involve herself with Usagi's family was hypnotizing them using the Luna P ball. She does the same thing also in Supers by tricking Zuko into thinking she was Usagi, grown up. And then also in the manga, she uses the same thing, but the only reason she knows how to do magic tricks and stuff with it is because of Pluto.
Oh my God, Solar Pluto corrupting your kids since the 30th century.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't know if Pluto taught her anything in the anime, or if she discovered how to use it on her own. But whoever taught her, she knows it well, and she knows how to use it, and she uses it like a weapon. And
whoever taught her how to use it needs to get beaten.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It shows how good she is at planning. Like, for instance, she wants to find the Silver Crystal, but she can't do it with everybody awake. So, in that episode, she uses Luna P, she drugs their drinks, pretends to be Grandpa, serves them the drinks, waits till they're asleep, and then tries to search them for it. That's fucking amazing. For a 7 or 8-year-old child, that's amazing.
Damn.
And then you have her, now she has the silver crystal, and now Usagi's trying to find her. And this is before their showdown with Rubius. And so, what does she do? She uses Luna P Ball, jumps out of the window, paraglides out. That is some courage. That is some guts right there.
Well, look at who her father is. Dude jumped from how many
Well,
buildings?
yeah, that's technically a superpower. But still, it shows you that Chibiusha is extremely strong-willed, determined, and extremely resourceful if she has to be. In the anime, at least. In the manga, not as much. I mean, she is somewhat, but she's still like this sweet little kid that doesn't really know how to survive on her own, per se. While anime Chibiusha, I could fully believe she could survive on her damn own. She doesn't need nobody. Not really.
In a way, she was like, ain't nobody got time for this.
Basically. And if you think about it, anime Chibiusha, because she has been forced to spend more time alone and less time around children, she herself doesn't have the childish mentality as manga Chibiusha. It's kind of weird. It's like, if their situation was reversed, like, if anime Chibiusha was like 900 years old and manga Chibiusha was literally 7 or 8, you'd believe it better. But it's not. It's kind of weird.
Now, if I was a 7 or 8-year-old during Crystal Tokyo, I'd start questioning why my family doesn't age. I'd actually start questioning that if I didn't know what was going on.
Well, it depends. Manga or anime. Anime, we don't know if they age or not. However, it's so conflicting, we don't really understand how everything works. Like I pointed out to somebody else, Nemesis is weird. So is Crystal Tokyo in the anime, because we know that the people that formed the Black Moon Clan were originally part of Earth, and they were banished from Earth. Or as the dub says, they came from the edge of the universe to take over here. What? They're just beings. Excuse me, King and Demon? What the fuck? Because clearly they're human, for one. So it kind of doesn't really make sense there. But anyway, they start their little revolt or whatever on Earth. They get banished, right? And then they're sent to Nemesis. And supposedly they have descendants that grew up there. However, how are they having descendants that grew up on Nemesis, which is the 10th planet of our solar system, supposedly? But when the people from Nemesis attack during 30th century Tokyo, which is where they say they're from, and that is where they're from, we get no explanation on if longevity was a thing or not. And also, how does Queen Serenity, Neo Queen Serenity, King Enderman, and the rest of them remain ageless if it's not implied that they're ageless?
That is a good theory.
My tongue is dry.
Quick, get some water.
Oh God, hydration. Anyone else?
Girl, you got
got
it. Me neither. I'm speechless.
Sam?
I'm good.
Oh God. No discussion, no theories, no thoughts, okay?
No,
Kind of hard when
I'm
you,
out of
well, the
Chibiusa
thing is,
joke.
It's kind of hard to make a discussion when you make so many damn good points.
Yeah.
You're complicating things here.
How am I complicating things?
Trust me, Sam, she analyzed Oron. It was beautiful.
Hey, that's just
No,
because I just analyzed their sexual preferences once, okay? Once.
Lucky.
Sorry, playing with my son. Sorry.
That was an appropriate sound after I said that.
I am so
That actually
done.
fit.
Oh God! You see, the only other anime I will never try to analyze would be Utena. You couldn't get me to analyze that shit.
Oh my
Never
God.
seen it,
No.
never watched it.
Dude, it's a good anime, but it hurts mentally because there's so many metaphors. Yeah. And even though everything's beautiful, you keep thinking metaphor, metaphor, above metaphor, under metaphor, another metaphor. Oh my god, when does it end? There's no right or wrong answers either.
It was weren't you the one who said if Utena if Utena was mainstreamed, it actually would be analyzed in schools because of how many metaphors it is. I think didn't you say that?
I don't know, maybe.
I think you did. I can't remember.
It's because
Utena
has a lot of philosophy up in it that it's kind of like either way you analyze. It's kind of like Neon Evangelion. No matter how many you look at it, you'll never fully comprehend it. Especially since, unlike Utena, Eva is kind of written by a crazy.
Evangelion.
It was actually written by someone who was crazy, for real.
Why am I not?
Still.
Well, it says
Evangelion.
that after the first movie, the director was actually hospitalized in a mental asylum for a little while. Just a little.
Well, and that's why every Evangelion fan hated the ending.
Well, it's because it was confusing and it didn't actually clear up, and then had that weird moment. Shinji is standing over Asuka's body and masturbate.
Yeah.
It was a little awkward. Really awkward.
Softcore porn. And it doesn't help in English. I feel bad for the dude who's Shinji in the English.
Yeah. That's just...
Well, imagine how it was in the Japanese. What do you do? Because I think one of the actors said, we're told to say whatever you thought what you thought you should have said in that moment. Like, what if Asuka realized that Shinji was doing that? Right.
Asuka would have beat his tail.
What? Didn't she slap him?
I think she did. I don't know. I gotta watch it again.
I forgot.
I have stopped watching I have stopped watching it after that movie because it ticked me off.
Well, I watched the new one and I watched the other ones because I'm ready for death.
Death.
Yes, death.
Death. And don't get me started on Space Dandy. I got all excited for nothing. He disappointed me.
Alright, not gonna lie though, I haven't fully finished watching Utena yet, but seriously, as I'm watching it and listening to Utena talk, I'm just waiting for her to yell at someone to buy her a new bike. From my days of watching Pokemon, because for those of you who don't know, Utena is voiced by the same voice actress as Misty from Pokemon, and you can hear it. You can so hear it, especially when Utena gets mad. But I love it. I love it.
I'm sorry, I lost it. I lost my love for Utena during the scenes whenever they go into Akio's car. And this fool, while driving down the freaking road, he does a backflip over the windshield and sits on the roof. It sits on the hood while it's still moving. No, it's in the anime too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
He takes people out to his car and they drive around. He does that flip.
There's a metaphor for that. It's a metaphor.
I know the metaphor. If he didn't time himself right, he'd be a street pizza.
No, sweetie. The metaphor is
he's on top.
It's not just that he's on top. It's just that Akio.
They're going for a ride.
No. But Akio represents adulthood in a sense. In a weird way, he's kind of adulthood, but more of a childish adulthood. Like, no offense to us all, because I'm going to say this, when we're young adults, like in our early 20s, we are exactly frugal and clearly not thinking ahead.
We're insane.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, the majority of us, as a whole, we're kind of careless. But at least,
that is true.
Well, at least when this anime came out in the 90s, that's kind of what 20-year-olds were like. Now we're just a little too frugal because we're all broke.
As they say, life's gonna suck when you grow up, when you grow up, when you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It's just pretty bad right now. You're gonna have to mow the lawn, do the dishes, make your bed. You're gonna have to go to school until you're 17. It's just gonna seem twice as long as that.
Actually, do that anyway. But anyway, with Akio, his thing is more of a more selfish, like, how we would view sexuality as teenagers. There you go. It's like how we view adults having sex and all that other shit as teenagers. That's Akio. He's...
You know what? Utena had a lot of that in there. It was implied, but
yeah,
still.
it does. But that's that's sort of the metaphor, at least one version of what I think the whole car ride is. Every time he takes somebody into the car and he lets them drive or lets them feel like they're in control, but they're not. It's kind of a metaphor for them speeding ahead and not really looking where they're going and just doing it. And also sex.
Yeah. Akio was a sexual predator. I'm sorry.
Akio was... I'm going to probably ruin this for I.
Go for it.
Okay. Akio... I'm sorry, this may hurt you, but Akio is the disillusionment of...
I can see that.
Yeah, he's the disillusionment of a lot of teenagers when they get older. Or a lot of people who get older, and as they get older, they realize that life sucks horribly, and they don't want to grow up, and they don't want really the adult responsibilities so much. And that's kind of what he is. He's kind of like all these conflicting thoughts, but majorly he is the disappointment and disillusionment, because he is spoiler big time, so much spoiler. Oh god, the spoilers. Because he's Dios.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I know, but some people don't. Some people actually will confuse the two, because there's going to be a scene where they're both present, but they were actually one and the same person. However, because of the strains of being the prince weighed so much on Dios, and he tired and exhausted himself of trying to save these girls from their misery and whatever other metaphors there is.
Yeah.
He basically had become disillusioned because it kept going on. And Anthony's kind of paradoxical role is also similar to him, because while he is Dios, the person that's trying to help and uplift these poor girls that need help, he's also Dios that's just kind of, he's also Akio, who's just kind of like, this is disappointing. Yeah, basically, he's fuck you all. He is so disappointed and tired of doing this shit over and over again that he's angry.
Yeah.
You know what?
And
I just realized this though.
What?
That explains why in the movie he killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he jumped out the window. And I'm sorry, but I still don't get the whole point of that scene. I mean, after I think he killed Anthony or something, or some other character.
The
date rape scene?
Yeah.
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 Anyway, this
different.
idiot.
That's a whole different.
He,
but not to mention, he didn't jump himself. Actually, he fell out because he was drunk.
Yeah.
And drugged.
But he was
drunk.
laughing on the way down. I'm sorry. When he went to that window and was laughing and, like, just fell, and you just heard him scream, and I hate they added the sound effect of him hitting the ground.
He did the ground. I mean, come on.
He hit it hard.
I can't actually laugh at that scene because I love that scene in a way, because it kind of showed how kind of fucked up the situation was. Well, Auntie is his sister. She's also his princess, and she's also a witch, and she's all these things rolled into one, and her only thing is to please him because she's given up so much of herself at this point in time already that she can only live for him and him alone. That is her entire purpose, is protecting him, and that's it. This is the same as in the anime. Her entire purpose is to protect him and to take the blows that are meant for him. And she does this because both out of selfishness and selfish and selfless and also selflessness. She doesn't want him to get hurt again. She's so tired of him getting hurt and trying to rescue these girls, and he's always going to be called out, and he's suffering, and he's tired, and he keeps doing this over and over again. And then you have her, who is his sister, and she loves him, and she doesn't want him to get hurt ever again. So she does the most selfish and selfless thing in being that she made it so that the duels would occur. While she didn't orchestrate it all, it's implied in some places she did, but some people don't think she did, but some people do.
And yet, that explains why she didn't give up her whole little spot as the Rose Bride. Because there was actually a dude who wanted to be the Rose Bride.
A dude that wanted to be the Rose Bride?
It was in one of the stories.
No. That guy didn't want to be the Rose Bride. That was the Rose Bride.
Wait a minute.
Here's the thing. In Nimar, here's another spoiler for you.
Have you heard me complaining?
No, but you would actually like this arc. A lot of people don't like this arc because it's a filler, but I personally like it because of what it is. It's interesting to see everyone else that isn't part of the student council go through all this stuff, and the reason why they're doing this. Now, it's called Nimoro's Hall, Memorial or Hall or something like that. And what Pi is referring to is the boy that's kind of like the Rose Bride, but it's male version. And Mikage, who is the professor here. And Mikage is like Auntie. Mikage, not like Auntie, but he's like Utena in the fact that he and this boy mirrors Auntie and Utena.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. The boy is not a separate person. That is actually Auntie.
Okay.
Sorry to ruin anyone's surprise, but that's actually Auntie.
No.
The boy that Mikage is thinking of is the boy of the person who owns the research facility, the hall itself. And Mikage's entire thing is that he lusted after this sickly person, this sickly boy. And he loved this guy, even though he was dating the guy's aunt. And that's where Auntie gets the image from this dude, and that's how she poses as his Rose Bride.
Interesting.
Whew.
Utena is just all kinds of messed up, isn't it?
Utena is...
Metaphors! Oh, the metaphors!
Yes, basically. Utena is full of metaphors and interesting things, because as much as a lot of people don't like the Black Rose Saga, I personally loved it. It's one of the filler arches that I think was good, because it took the secondary characters, or the third characters of the series, and it gave them their own little storylines. Each one has a reason as to why they go to this place and why they allow themselves to become possessed by the spirit of one of the dead students. Yeah, that's another thing. Should I tell you this or not?
Go for it. I'm gonna watch it anyway, so.
Good. I might rewatch it too.
Yeah, so crazy.
Yeah, but surprisingly, the dub version of Utena is really good. You could do either one.
Yeah, like, granted, the voice acting is a little bit grating, but
it's better than a lot of things that came out in the 90s.
Yeah, no, exactly. Although, like, I don't know, I still absolutely cannot stand Auntie's voice actress. At this point, I understand why she acts the way she does, but I'm just like, oh, God, come on, give us some other emotion here. Come on, please, you can do it.
I'm sorry, her voice actress was freaking hilarious after Sionji lost his rights to
that
her.
was great. I love that.
Yeah, that was great.
She said, I'm sorry, classmate. The way she said it, she even had this serene smile on her face. It's just, instead of looking smug, it was serene.
Even though you could tell it was smug underneath, like, oh, you bitch.
Yeah.
You just got beat by a girl
who doesn't know what the hell she's doing.
And I'm going to go with her anyway.
And Sionji, he went into a depression after that.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Like the movie kind of gave him redemption, but the anime not so much.
Yeah, no.
Oh, and don't get me started on friggin' Toga.
Oh, Toga. Toga is different.
I'm sorry,
I know. But Toga is different in the anime series than he is in the anime movie. Because there's different storylines working there. And that's why he's different in personality.
Well, in the movie, he was dead.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Thanks. Hi.
Huh?
Remember remember when you're going to say something about either one, somebody on the podcast hasn't seen it?
Well, oops.
Oh, God, wow.
I'm sorry. I hug you.
No, I actually saw the movie first, so.
So, it's still a spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Anyway, so the thing about the movie and anime are different is not just because he's dead in the movie, it's because of where he grew up. Where he grew up is two different places, and this changes him differently as a character. Like, in the movie, he was adopted by a rich man who is a pedophile. And
oh, just like in Kuro Tetsuji, spoiler, but still, yeah.
And so he has been abused for years before coming to the academy. Or rather, before he met up with Utena, who apparently was also in an orphanage with him, I guess, with his sister, which makes no sense. Yeah, I know. It actually makes no sense, to be honest. There's a plot hole here, because how is he and his sister both adopted, but we only see him adopted?
Oh, you mean Crazy Naname?
Yeah.
Well, this is because of the movie. I'm talking about the movie, especially, because she's not actually showcased in the movie. Except in, like, one.
Just as a cow.
Yeah. Well, in the anime, it explains their relations, and it also explains a lot of other things way better.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was terrible.
Not to mention their relationship was messed up.
Not really. She had the typical sister complex, you know.
No, but she wanted to bed her brother.
Considering the themes of this show, that's not really a surprise.
I know. And not to mention, come on, she probably doesn't actually want to bed him. She probably doesn't understand that She thinks he's not her brother, but he is her brother. Toga made up some really weird story there. And besides, the only ones that we should be more concerned about is Anthy and Akio and Mickey and his sister.
Yeah.
Mickey and Kaoru.
Yeah, that relationship's special.
Well, it was No, I mean, wait, is it Kaoru or is it Kozue? I don't remember.
I think it's Kaoru.
Either way, she wanted to boink her brother.
Yeah.
She wanted to spank that. She wanted to ride his magical feet.
Considering that her brother actually wanted to get with Utena.
Yeah, and
Anthy. Well, no, he wanted to get with Anthy first, then Utena. At least in the manga, he wanted to get with Utena.
Make up your mind, stopwatch. Make up your mind.
Yeah, okay. What is the deal with that fucking stopwatch, by the way? I haven't gotten there yet.
They never explained it, actually. And you know what's bad?
No, here's the thing.
Terrible?
It's because Mickey is actually basically the Minuteman. You know, person keeps the minutes at the student council meetings.
Okay.
That's literally what he is. And that's he has to stop.
And actually, it's a spoiler, I'm so sorry. There's actually Naname actually has a stopwatch, and she actually asked him what the deal is with
That's funny.
It is. Naname has her moments, even though she's an annoying little bitch. She has her moments.
And the fact that Anthy trolled her.
Oh god, that was beautiful.
She trolled her. See, Anthy's a closet troll.
She is.
She amuses me.
You think she's this weak character, and she trolls with the best of them.
That's why everyone has like conflicting
feelings
ideas about Anthy because of how she presents herself, and it's kind of like, is she actually against this? Is she the one that orchestrated this? Or does she not really care about Utena as much as she says she does?
She's Anthy effing Himamiya. She can do what she wants.
I don't know. I never actually had very complex thoughts about Anthy, to be honest.
She's one of my favorite characters.
I liked her, and I liked what she stood for, because she was in thought, complex idea between a witch and a princess. Because at the time, there was only two ways you can go about it. Either you're a witch and you're evil, or you're the princess and you're good.
You know, I actually heard a rumor. I'm not sure if it's right, but they said Revolutionary Girl Utena was actually supposed to be written for Haruka and Michiru.
No.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, well, you heard a lie.
Ouch.
The Sailor Moon fandom.
I'm not gonna lie. Here's the thing. The person that actually didn't mean for Anthy and Utena to have a relationship. She literally did not. She was so, in the notes I have, because I own the comics, obviously. In the notes I have, she basically was surprised about that. I don't know if she thought positively about it, but she was how the anime took that. So she kind of just, because they made their relationship more romantic than the manga did. The manga didn't make their relationship romantic at all. Actually, it portrayed them as being best friends than lovers.
More than friends, less than lovers. Basically.
Yeah, something like that. So, when you get down to it, it depends on which version you like. Me, personally, I like the anime more, and the stuff there. Because I like the idea of the romantic relationship between Utena and Anthy. However, I do like the manga better because of because of the ending, of course, and because it was interesting. So it's kind of like a give or take thing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So yeah, now that I've gushed about Utena, I shouldn't have. This is fine.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
3 hours, 27 minutes. Interesting.
Yeah, I know. And to think I could have just talked to you about Animorphs.
No, we'll stick to magical girl stuff. So, next up, I guess, fanfic requests, fanfic recommendations, art recommendations. Don't be a fool, wrap your tool or something, I don't know.
Let's see. Things I could wreck. Or wreck. Oh, I'm gonna wreck the wall.
Did you ever find that fic with Helios, Helios, the unicorn, zombies, and melancholy?
No, I forgot about it. I was more interested in watching TV shows and anime recs that I had listed somewhere. But no, I have some very beautiful anime recs for people because, oh my god, these things blew my goddamn mind. Yeah, give me a second. Because, does anyone else have one?
I don't have any fanfic or anime recs. I actually do have a video game rec for you, though, Pi.
Yay!
Any chance you've checked out Rayman Legends yet?
I got a little brother, so no, he hasn't rented it yet.
Okay, I think you will actually really enjoy it. For this game, I'm definitely recommending the Wii U version. I haven't actually sat down and played it. I've just been watching footage of it. The Wii U version definitely looks like it's a lot more intuitive with the actual level design and the implementation of the helper character. So basically, like, if you have, you can have 5 people playing with one person as, like, the helper sprite, which you can either really, really help or you can just totally fuck up your friends. It's really funny.
Oh, so it's just like, what's that game called? Because I play it all the time and miss my little brother up all the time. It's some game we used to play.
Anyway, so basically with Rayman Legends, of course, following the classic Rayman franchise with your other characters, and I love they now implemented, like, they have a female character, Barbara, and she has 9 sisters, all of whom you can unlock as you play through the games, and they each basically work as kind of skins, essentially. Like, they don't have their own independent personalities, but like Barbara herself has an axe. One of them, Ursula, I think her name is, has like a trident. Others have like long swords and stuff, which is really cool. And this is what sold me on the game, and Kuro has heard me talk like ad nauseum about this.
Well, I'm going to have to get it now, since you told me about it. It sounds fun.
They have musical levels. Literally.
Oh, my God, yes.
I think I just heard something I shouldn't have. I'm such a terrible person on the inside.
Anyway, so basically, with musical levels, it's basically like going through the level, except as you're playing through, you have music going in the background that times with the actions you perform on screen. First one, oh my God. The first one that you do, Eye of the Tiger, okay?
It's the Eye of the Tiger.
It's the Eye of the Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals.
Yep. Actually, no, shit, what am I talking about? The first one that they do is Black Betty. Like, that's the first one they discover. Black Betty, I shit you not. Except with, like, banjos and stuff. It's hilarious.
Now I remember about this.
Yeah. Eye of the Tiger, you find a couple of levels later, I think. And, oh my God, it's a mariachi flamenco mix of Eye of the Tiger, and it is wonderful, and you have to do it, okay? It is freaking awesome.
Okay, no more. I gotta play it now.
Okay.
I'm about to cry over
Anyone
here
else? Before I go and do my spiel, because I found everything.
Well, I got this. People of Earth, listen up and listen well. Join the renegade side. Me and Sam are writing the wicked, cool, awesome story about a troubled man, Starlight Renegades. You guys got to check it out. We are way awesome.
Okay.
Shameless
There
plug.
you go.
Watch Jenny.
Oh, shush, I do it every
He
podcast.
does.
Really?
We kind of gave up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of do it all. We all do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Like I plug in my Of Rainbows and Rabbits fanfic that has been updated and will be updated later this week.
Yay!
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Anyway, so
Touchy,
my
touchy.
other so my other Rex. Okay, for anime, the best. I give me a moment while I breathe, because these are some cinematic, beautiful things on Earth that I cannot even say. Anyway, one is called Children Who Chase Lost Voices from Deep Below. It is a gorgeous movie. It is so beautiful and fantastic, and the music is great, and the ideas are so original and phenomenal, and just, oh God, why? So basically, the main character is Asuna, and her problem is that her thing is she's this kid. Her dad died when she was younger, and so he left her this handmade radio he made with this strange crystal, and she goes up after school to this ledge, and she puts it in, and she listens to this strange and eerie music. She's never heard of it before, but it's the only thing she hears. So one day she's doing this. So one day she goes out and she's attacked by this strange creature, and this boy saves her. However, the boy is also injured, but the creature is killed, and she takes him back to her secret spot, shares a lunch with him, and she talks to him. However, this kid dies. And then there's another boy that shows up who looks exactly like him. However, it's not him. And then you have like a government conspiracy going on there. And it's an adventure that is so kind of emotional, because the entire theme of it is about letting go. Literally. It's that. And you discover that while you go through all this thing, because this boy and this other guy ends up going to basically an inner world inside the earth. And it's amazing. I just can't say much more to this. You gotta see it.
Yeah.
And then there is an anime series. I think I may have wrecked this before, but I don't remember. It's called Kino no Tabi, The Beautiful World. And it's an
No, you didn't wreck it.
And it's an anime series about this traveler named Kino who rides a motorcycle named Hermes that talks. And it's all about Kino staying 3 days in each of these countries and just traveling from country to country. Kino doesn't solve their problems, nor does Kino try to interfere with their problems. A lot of times, Kino leaves it alone and is just the observer. And we observe with Kino all the things that happen and where Kino also comes from. And it's a very interesting look at how different countries work and how different countries get involved with each other, and how some countries have really interesting relationships and things like that, and their cultures are. It's an amazing little thing. So I also recommend it because it's pretty cool, to be honest. And then there is the Wolf Children, Ami and Yuki. Oh my goodness. If you ever wanted to see something really beautiful, aside from the first one I wrecked, this is the second one. It will have you in tears, and you'll be both happy and sad at the same time. Because the story is about how the children's mother, Hana, had a fairy tale love with this man who is secretly a wolf man, and how she has to raise their children once he goes missing. And so it's literally the story of how she raises her children and how her children come into their own and deciding whether they're going to be human or whether they're going to be a wolf. And so that's what that story is about. And it's really beautiful. It's told well, and you'll just love it. And then there is, good Lord, I know, I have so many. Why do I wreck so much?
Because
everyone
you're passionate about it.
Yes, but everyone should watch this. It's called Denpa Take Nakanojo. Oof. Yeah, I really suck at my Japanese. But I would rate it at R because of the themes and the stuff might trigger people. But yeah, it's no secret. I love horror movies. I love blood, guts, zombies, and psychological shit that fuck you up. But the story revolves around a delinquent kid named Juzawa Ju. Literally, that's his name, Juzawa Ju. It's kind of weird. And how he starts off just wanting to be alone, but then there's this girl that appears, and her name is Ochibana Ami. And she basically, how can I put this? She believes he is the reincarnation of a king, and she is his knight from a past life. So she makes it her mission to protect him from everything. But here's the thing. Nothing is magical in this story. There is no magic whatsoever. Y'all be fooled if you think there is. It's straight up horror movie level of psychological fuckery.
Wow.
And the thing that I love about this thing is the fact that not only is it the boy who, even though he does do some action parts, he is the protected one. It's the girl and her friends that protect his ass. With ordinary means, they can fight. So, but unfortunately, it's only two of us, so it's kind of disappointing to see it end so quickly. But the first one deals with just him and her. The second one deals with him, her, and the extension of her friends and her little sister, and how they are literally basically they're kick ass together. When all of them are together, they're just kick ass fighting group, and I love that. And none of the girls are damsels in distress, and they take over the narrative, but not overshining the main characters either. So it's like, you're perfect. Why couldn't you be like several seasons? Yeah, I love that show. It was beautiful.
Aw, that was cute the way you said it.
And then there is my fanfiction Rex. Yeah. The fanfic with Mamoru and Helios and the zombie bit is actually a humor and horror fanfiction by Spirit Himi. It's called Graveside Roses.
Oh, I'm still reading that tonight.
Girl. Dude, man, it is amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorite stories because not only is it's mostly funny, but it's also pretty awesome that this person just gives Mamoru this insane mission with Helios and Pegasus, and it's just amazing. And then the one with Helios and Mamoru that are written more like lovers type deal, that would be, let me see. 1 second. Lay Claim to What Is Yours by Jessica Pendragon. And I love it. I'm not going to lie. I like how it works and how it comes out and how it's so interesting. Because it's not about Mamoru and Helios. It's about Prince Endymion before he meets Princess Serenity and Helios. And how Helios feels and how this thing works out. And it's just, I love it, okay?
Oh. Sam, you okay over there? I think you killed her.
I'm just listening.
Oh, okay.
So,
and the one that I told you about with Hotaru and Mamoru, which takes place in the future.
We did. I think you direct that.
Yeah,
you
but
did.
I didn't tell you what the name was.
I had looked it up and
Did you?
found it. Yeah.
Purple like royalty?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Now I don't have to do it again.
Silly girl.
Yeah.
As soon as you mentioned it, I looked it up online. I'm like, okay.
But it's still a good story. It's like, oh my god, these stories are amazing, and I'm just dying on the inside. Oh yeah.
Dying of all kinds of
Yeah,
feels.
indeed. And one more anime rec, and then I'm done. It's called The Letter B.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know it, but this is an interesting, very interesting story that's going on here. Because The Letter B is basically post-apocalyptic type deal where the particular characters called the letter B's are actually mail carriers. And these mail carriers have an extremely dangerous job because they have to go between cities. And between cities are these insect-like creatures that try to kill you. And the main...
Oh, they're going to Jersey.
What? Oh, God. But the main character is called Lag. And Lag was a package that was supposed to be delivered to this city. And he's delivered by this guy named Gashu or something like that, who is a letter B. However, when Lag grows up, because he wants to be a letter B, he wants to do all those things and save people and all this cool stuff. When he grows up, the guy that he wanted to be like is missing. He's gone. And then you have all this other stuff in there where he has to do all this stuff. It's a good anime. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty cute anime, especially when he gets his quote unquote pet, who is this half human, half dragon-like girl, and she is hilarious because she doesn't want to wear pants.
Oh, geez.
She doesn't want to wear panties, and then he has to convince her to wear panties, and that was hilarious. She's like, "Oh, you can give me panties." I'm like, oh my god, you're cute, and it's hilarious. Oh, children. So yeah, those are my recs for right now.
Yay. Sammy? You got any?
No, I don't.
Really? Not any of your own?
No, because all of mine are kind of they're on a break right now because I've got severe writer's block.
Are some of your MOMR3?
I don't have a lot of those though.
Yes, you do. They're great.
You know, rec.
You
can also rec TV shows and shit like that.
Yeah.
As a Whovian, I highly recommend watching Doctor Who. I would suggest starting at...
I'm sorry.
I highly recommend starting at 9, which is Christopher Eccleston. He only lasted one season, but it was freaking amazing. It has Billie Piper in it, which she plays Rose Tyler. And then
she's
just
awesome.
kind of... She's so awesome. Oh, my God. And then after that, there's 10, which is David Tennant. And he is just adorable. And there's Matt Smith, who's 11. He's just, he is my love. I absolutely love 11.
Even though Matt said it.
Oh my God, he's so cute. He's like an excitable puppy.
Well, he is the youngest doctor to date.
I know, but he's so cute. I'm also recommending...
It's the terrible writing.
Oh,
shut up, you.
But he's so cute, and the bow tie and the feathers, and it's just... And I'm also recommending people to look at my DeviantArt, just samantha/firewolf.deviantart.com. Check it out because I have lots of arts. I do base edits, and people seem to really like them for some strange reason, I guess.
And they're amazing!
Yeah, I guess they are pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
Indeed.
And this is my partner, mind you, people. Yep. My fellow co-writer.
I am the second half of Mistresses of Romance. And again, I'm going to plug in Starlight Renegades because I freaking love it. I love writing them. I'm also plugging in our County Gem series, because that's an ongoing process between me and Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
We have,
And it's where it all started.
It's all started. That's actually how we started writing together, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. And I'm also recommending. I do not recommend Adventure Time. I repeat, I do not recommend Adventure Time.
Why?
Noodle Arms. It's a Noodle Arms show. Anyways, yeah, that's all from me.
Okay, can I actually plug one more thing before we go?
Of course.
Okay, so if any of you guys happen to follow pretty much anyone from the Sailor Moon Village group on DeviantArt, you will know that you'll know that basically one of the artists who I've actually become pretty good friends with, Denizen of Light, also known as Anna, was recently diagnosed with osteosarcoma, which is a very, very nasty bone cancer. She's starting up treatment next week, and pretty much a lot of the artists who know her and are friends with her, we've all basically tried to get together and just help raise money for her. So there's a group on DeviantArt, We Fight for Desi, whoops, fail. Yeah, We Fight for Desi, .deviantart.com. There's a fundraiser set up for her. We're trying to raise $10,000, and a lot of the artists have started up doing auctions and commissions, and basically every penny that we raise is going to help her. So I personally I'm teaming up with Jeshi for this, who's basically kind of become like my partner in crime here, and we're doing a joint auction where I'm going to be auctioning off a custom composed piano-based piece of music to fit any character, theme, situation, whatever. And Jeshi will be doing fan art, full digital piece. So basically it's for a good cause, just to help this girl out. She's only 18, and just the way she's been able to handle this diagnosis is honestly inspiring, just the courage she has. But we just want to do our best to give back and just help her out any way we can. So that's my little plug. Just if any of you guys could just try and help out, and even if you donate like $10, it's still helping out immensely. So thank you for your time.
And there you go.
Well,
guys.
folks, we got.
Okay, so
folks, we gotta wrap it up tonight.
Sorry, I'm signing off early because I gotta go. Okay, I'm signing off early. I'm sorry, I'm signing off early. I love you guys. Thank you for including me in your podcast. I want to do this next Monday.
You're gonna join us next Monday?
If you want me to.
Yes.
Sam, you are announcement, everyone. Sam is our fourth co-hoster right now. She's our fourth co-hoster. She has been instilled into the Cloudy Party Teatime family. So, in short, she's one of us. Guys. So we shall give her a round of applause.
Yay.
It didn't work.
Okay, I'll see you guys next week. I'm available on Skype, obviously, so I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Or if you want to chat to me right now, you can. I really don't mind. That's it, guys.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.
Good morning.
So we'll see you guys next week for another Cloudy Party Tea Time. We'll be trying to do the Disney Explosion if our other special guest comes in. As for right now, people, be good, be crazy, donate, do everything you can, stay away from loose women, and...
Actually, stay away from loose men. They're more dangerous than loose women.
Yeah, loose women and loose men. And, if you see a wandering hobo on the street, give him a drink of water from a bucket, because he may be magical.
What?
Be out. Oh, shut up. I'm trying to be clever. So, in short, in the words of Ghetto Venus, deuces.